Welcome to episode 58 of Fate Awakens. Before we get started, I'm going to throw it over to Joey.
Oh, thanks, Chris. Didn't know you were coming to me. I have an announcement to make, and that is for all the viewers out there who are watching right now. If you love what you're seeing on camera right now on your YouTubes, and I know you do, we would be ecstatic if you wanted to support our channel even more than you already have by joining our membership club, which is an exclusive club for Fate Awakens members only. It is $2.99 a month for you to join. And with that membership comes some pretty exclusive and some pretty awesome rewards. You will have a cool icon in front of your name on YouTube, which no one else will have. It'll be like a sword or something cool like that. And that's, you're making all your friends jealous with that cool little symbol in front of your name.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you're going to have exclusive access to a members only chat, which will be very cool. And all of the members that have joined so far will be able to chat with you on that. So once again, it is only $2.99 a month to join our membership club. We will shout you out. We will give you all the praise and glory here on our sessions whenever you join. So think about it, and it's very easy to do. It's on our YouTube page. Just click join, and I'll kick it back over to you, Chris.
All right. Well, I think we also have another announcement from Justin.
Yep. Couple shout-outs.
Shout-outs.
One thing Joey forgot to mention about this subscription program that you're going to join is you actually roll more critical successes, which are D20s on your dice.
That's true.
That's
a science.
I have let a month lapse once, and I was rolling ones in every game I'm part of. So just heads up on that.
Mathematically proven.
Mathematically proven. Yep.
It's not a confirm.
So shout out Joy Ahmed, you're always showing up. Abraham James is always showing up. Terry Beck showing up. Shanto Hassan.
Blessings.
Blessings. Neville Washington, I think is a new one.
Okay, cool.
So thanks for watching. Rosemary Fletcher, you're always there.
Rosemary's
You're always
best.
awesome.
Love you.
So that's just a couple shout outs for this week, and thank you guys in particular.
Thank you.
All right. Well, last time, after scaring away a large dragon, you decided to start exploring through the library, or the Spire of Knowledge, getting a map after commissioning one long ago.
None of the stairs work, though.
Nope. The stairs are now plummeted to the ground.
Rubble.
But after getting some basic information on a map, you decide to go through the labyrinth.
Literally.
Whoa.
Yep.
Not like...
Y'all literally turn to ethereal.
Chasing
Walk
after the hand.
straight through it. Found the hand, who happened to not have any knowledge of anything at all.
Useless.
700
As we
years
suspected.
passed in a dream.
And the king's body.
Poor son of a bitch.
The king's body has also been what looks like preserved in a single state and ragdolled. But after telling the king's hand that he is now the leader of a city he hasn't seen in 700 years,
Greg?
he decided to grab a drink and invite y'all with him. And we'll be back right after this. welcome back. So,
Every welcome back is us just like,
y'all kind of haphazardly follow the king's hand to the far plane, where he orders the biggest drink and strongest drink he can.
Sweet.
Good for him.
And then we
Good
drink.
for him.
And then we go to bed.
How many drinks y'all got? He is paying for them all.
I think I'll just spend the evening, just to fast forward through this part, Bolgrim's going to spend the evening just trying to be friends with this guy and in some way ingratiate ourselves to this man throughout the evening. Buy him drinks, even though he's paid for everything, like be his friend, all that fun stuff.
Edmund had a hard day.
Yeah.
He went down to 0 and
Please.
learned a bunch of bad stuff. So he's going to go to a room.
He needs some Tums.
He might, if they have regular wine, he might grab a bottle on the way up.
Oh, damn.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah.
He's like, he starts just chugging
I
out
think
there.
he's gonna
So.
pop the cork, take a sip as I'm walking up the stairs.
Okay, definitely. All right. Drinking or going to bed? Decide the table.
I mean, I'm going to drink heavily until I'm blackout, and then I'm going to go to bed. At a couple of days.
All right, so you're gonna black out. So you're just going to bed.
Yeah, wherever I end up.
I'll drag him up to his room eventually.
Oh, thank you, Bolgrim.
Bed.
You too,
Couple and
and the holy man.
Bed.
Bed. Okay. All right. So you all get your full rest.
Yeah.
Spell slots.
Let me get my one spell slot back. Let's go.
What up, spell
Dude,
slots?
I can give you spell slots, bro.
Spell slots.
Expression.
No, like that was all.
Your spell slots back.
I had full HP. All I needed was one spell slot back.
Fucking teach it.
I got my 3
How's
HP
it
back.
going?
All right. So in the morning, if you exit wherever you fell out,
Oh, I guess I should ask. Or we should ask.
Before we go downstairs,
Are we staying at this? Is it inn have a? Does a bar have inns?
they're actual like guest houses you can stay at.
Okay, just making sure. We don't have to pay for them.
No, he's like,
All right, cool.
whatever.
Well,
We've pretty much successfully toppled the entire currency system
That's what's
of
up.
this
Accident.
establishment.
Considering it was all based on the Tower of Trade, which is no longer existent.
Mm-hmm.
Like the pile of trade.
Ooh.
That was good.
Damn,
Whoops,
that
that
was
didn't come
cold
up
as
with
fuck.
Bolgrim is going to eventually meet up with Dominic.
Yo.
I don't know if we're all together or what, but he'll say, Dominic, I believe our next course of action should probably be to try to maybe talk to this deceased king, find out what happened. I know
Yeah.
you have abilities that can do that.
You can do that.
so before we go downstairs, this is what I was saying.
You were trying to do something.
While I'm in my room, I'll wake up and I'm going to privately sending something to Ruby.
We're not even there.
Okay.
I know. Everybody out.
25
I
words.
hadn't everybody out in a while.
There has to
Consider your life forfeit from this point forward. Should I see you again,
Your ass is
it
grass.
will result in your complete obliteration. And that's all. And I'm going to cut
fuck you alive.
off the magic so she cannot respond. Like if she tries to respond, like it'll just be like I don't know, I guess.
Drop the mic. Drop the mic as a cantrip.
It's like as soon as you hear a breath, you're like, oh no,
Nope.
I'm done with magic.
Yeah, can you just ignore or can you stop the
I
response?
assume if you drop the spell, yeah.
Makes sense to me.
It doesn't make the spell stronger, right? Like I'm like I can make it weaker.
Makes it worse.
He left me on red. Red, 7:05 a.m.
I know he said something to me, but it can't respond back.
Makes sense to
Okay.
me.
And then,
She can't
I'm,
send
and then
back.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
Okay.
She can always send
Uh,
back, but that costs a spell slot.
So y'all are gonna be like in a guest house at this point.
Yeah.
He's on like this rug downstairs, past the fuck
I'm
up.
gonna give Bolgrim a CPAP.
But as you exit the guest house, you see well, it looks like the streets kind of melted together where y'all had the battle. The outside of the actual battlefield that y'all were at, there seems to be no casualties or anything.
We did good.
Or
We contained the issue.
Wait, say it again.
Or it was targeted.
So
It was
where we
targeted.
walked
Yeah, it
out,
was definitely targeted.
but you said the streets are melted?
Where the
we
battlefield?
fought, Where we fought.
Like the dragon's breath.
Oh, okay. That makes, never mind. I forgot. I wasn't there. Acid dragon. Got it.
So there
When
are
the DM
no.
said melted together, he meant.
So there are no remaining dead bodies or anything.
They were all taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There are some definite
We said
like
somewhere.
blood trails and actual like you can physically see where the battle was
Mhm.
based on blood.
Didn't
acid
one of
spray.
us tell the guards like stack them all up in a house or something?
I don't remember that.
Because I'm pretty sure we made sure that they were all in one location. Was it
There,
you?
there was 3 that I specifically pulled aside and put somewhere. It was like,
Okay.
don't mess with these 3.
Yeah.
It was like a shack or something. I went out of my way to do that.
I knew someone housed a body somewhere.
That was the corpse guy.
Do I see the king as I walk downstairs?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the bartender.
You're in a house, by the way. You're not in the far plane anymore.
Oh,
We said at guest houses.
okay. Well, then I will go to the front line.
You do so.
I'll go with them.
Yeah, we'll meet up there in the morning, I suppose, right?
Grab some
I'll
breakfast.
sleep in a little bit.
Grab some
Eggs-
breakfast for
eggs and
sure,
bacon.
but I will ask the keep or whoever's there. Do you know where the sitting king slept?
The lady there looks down behind the bar.
Very well. Perhaps we let him sleep a bit longer. He had a long amount of time.
Yes, it was just an hour ago when he passed out here.
Okay.
Yikes.
My man.
So
I was at a party
Farrah went with you. Am I the only one that went with him?
with
I
him.
think we're just meeting up there.
Jethro's gonna kind of wake up like later, very groggy.
Yeah, I'll go. I mean, do what you want to do.
You guys have like a good 10 minutes before I show up.
We'll
Screw
ask
you guys now.
Edmund. Edmund. I know that I didn't recognize any of the names on the list, but I'm assuming you did, and I just wanted to ask if you were okay.
Am I really okay?
Roll for emotions.
Next it.
I'm kind of thinking
deception.
I wouldn't put myself as okay, and I also find it a bit strange that soon after we meet you, these people know where we are. I'm not inclined to believe you are the cause of this, but having known you very short of a time, I'd prefer that we keep it simply casual as opposed to.
I don't know you.
This is a very awkward breakout.
Simply mutual acquaintances for now, Farah.
It's Farah.
I regret sleeping.
That's
I
fair enough.
regret not sleeping.
I have nothing
That's
to
like-
prove to you, but I just want you to know that I'll be here to support. And Farrah's gonna walk away.
Damn, that high road though.
God, that was good.
Okay.
I love taking the high road.
So, are you walking out of the bar?
No,
Or just-
just literally away from him.
Okay. So,
Dominic and Bolgrim are going to walk in. And Bolgrim has been having a conversation with Dominic about talking to the dead king's head.
Yeah. If that was happening at the same time, I like zoned out and just started like watching them at some point and like snapped back to you. I was like, yeah. The whole corpse, we did cut off his head, but yeah, that is a conversation we need to have. You want to do that now or
Well,
me whenever?
it seems that looking outside, it looks like there's no. Can't do it anymore. I'm just so many accents in my head. Hang on. I'm gonna forget it. Just he basically says there's no more fighting. Seems like this is a good time for us to check it out,
Yeah.
ask some questions.
Donald will just wait till, I guess, 10 minutes later whenever Jethro gets his way down here. We'll just say,
Why are you rolling?
just say to the group,
That's scary.
do we have anything else pressing, or should I see if I can gather anything else from the king? I don't know if he was enchanted, maybe he doesn't have any memories, but
I think that would be a great idea.
okay. Any other opinions? Noted.
I'll show up like 10 minutes later. I'm immediately going to beeline straight to the bartender. Request whatever is currently available.
Take your pick.
There's just a bar wall.
That wall.
Is there like
Bottom shelf.
this shit's free? Top shelf.
Is it though?
I mean, the king's hand's been paying for everything.
He's not
I'm
the king's
gonna-
anymore.
I'm gonna skip
The king's whole body.
Sorry, the king.
The king's self.
I'm gonna go to the top shelf, and I'm just gonna scan and randomly point in the general vicinity of a couple bottles.
Very well. That's how much?
Just mix it with something so it's palatable and serve it with some breakfast.
Just slides a glass and just pours.
Okay. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna say it's on his tab, and I'm gonna go join the rest of the crew. And I'll
Right.
say breakfast, by the way, when you get a chance.
When I see him get a drink from the bar, I'm going to walk up and I'm going to ask if they have anything from Aussie Rin.
I don't believe so.
The wine wasn't good anyway.
The wine's not from Aussie Rin.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Fane Morin.
Fane Morin.
I'm sorry.
Surprised I remembered that.
I don't believe so.
Still not good.
Okay, just checking.
I'll join the table. What's the plan? What are we doing?
What
Go chat with the dead king.
we can chat with that king. Do we have any inclination where this enchantress may have absconded to? I could try to do
I haven't even had a drink yet.
see if there's a ring in 1,000 feet, but it's probably not going to work. She's probably out.
It did work last time.
I can try it, but those are the only things I got. Unless we want to
Well,
threaten people with magical telepathy.
If we burn all these things now, are we gonna have to wait
Yeah.
like next day to act on these pings or whatever? Or are we gonna be all right for magic abilities?
I mean, I can do
I'm
one.
gonna be fine.
I can do one
we
or
can do
two.
whatever.
We will be fine.
Well, yeah, we'll be able to handle the situation, whatever it is.
Yeah, we can do one or two things apiece. It's just there
I
was
have
like
one
multiple
spell
fights
slot.
in a row yesterday.
Yeah, cool.
Spell slots.
What's the spell slot?
Shield.
Oh, I want that.
I accidentally cast it.
The Bogan's like, I have shield too.
I don't have a shield.
Oh, damn, why not?
No. I need two hands
So
for my
king,
weapon.
king
So
first.
I mean that's he does make a good point. Maybe if we're trying to track enchantress, we should do that first. We'll make
Yes.
sure she's not here, and once we establish she's not here, then we do king.
I mean, do you have to talk to the king today for
No, but we just don't have any
preservation
other
of
leads.
thoughts, or just
I think the king is our best lead.
Okay. Any-
I think I'm gonna vote king.
I'm just
Yeah,
here.
I am at the will of the council.
Just here
Well,
so
not
I
their
can
council,
find-
the actual this council.
I might be the only one that votes Enchantress to just rule it out.
I mean, I would like to go after the Enchantress, but
Shit, that's 2 and 2, Bogram.
that's big fish.
Well,
In my
I would
opinion.
like to just rule out that she's not here.
I mean, if there is a big fish, we
As
should
some, here's my thing. She seemed more startled and frightened when I showed up rather than vengeful, and she quickly left. So I'm assuming.
Are we? That's the other thing. Are we assuming she is a pillar? Because I feel like
we were
we don't
attacked.
really know.
We were attacked in the city the minute we arrived. It's
So she,
within
is
days.
she an ally or a member? She's at least.
She's
alive.
at least feeding information.
Perhaps the king would know.
I mean,
I'm thinking we hit the king for information, and then after that, go after the Enchantress.
final answer, Bolgum.
I think we should ask the king if he knows anything about the Enchantress and her connection with the pillars first.
All right, I can devote, speak with Ted, and a locate object. After that, conserve in case something goes wrong. Okay, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm just gonna. Are we doing this now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go.
Can you cast
Right here.
Ritual?
Yeah, where's the body?
Do you have to?
Yeah, we gotta go to the
Oh.
fight this horse. Not like
I would think doing it in the tavern would.
We set up like a seance in the tavern. Get out of here. We're good. We're good. We got
As
this
people walk
reserved.
in and see the dead king's body, don't worry.
It's on the king's
We,
tab.
we actually booked these tables, so
Do you remember where we put the king? Where we put the king? I don't remember.
Can we leave it at the bottom of the damn spire?
Y'all never moved it.
No,
The
he was
enchantress
definitely
fire?
carrying it. I think he ended.
He was
the
showing
king
the
ended
body.
up with the bodies, with the rest
We
of
brought
the
everything
right?
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we
I'm
didn't.
pretty sure I
Where'd you drop it? Is the question.
Well, if we were going back to the bar, it would have been at the bar.
Well, no, because he was with the 3 bodies that I was like,
Yeah.
here, these guys are here. I
You,
put them all
you
together, and I was
directed
like, I'll deal with it
Ballroom
tomorrow.
to take the guards
Okay.
and clean up.
So
So
we
the
bring
guards
them
should be
back to
watching.
where we put them.
Yeah,
There you go.
they're in a shack with like 2 random idiots.
All right, it's
two
like a porta
random,
potty.
like,
Like a
minions,
porta potty out.
and then a
So-
king.
One pillar, one
And then we
room.
do.
So you need to find a guard.
I mean, I
remember where we put them. I have key.
I told the guards not to move them. I'm assuming they listen to us. So
Go check.
I will go
You gotta
where.
go check your little house.
Did they?
Yeah, my death house.
Okay. You go there.
Oh,
It is
what a
locked.
reference. Evils.
No, it's not.
I go. Well, this is. I don't get
You
finished.
tell me, is it locked or not?
It's locked.
It's not anymore.
Are you blasting it?
Yeah, I'm not just blasting the door.
Okay.
All right. There's a hole where the lock was.
Is it locked?
There's no lock.
Good.
Dominic doesn't complain.
Open the door. No longer a problem. I still have the drink from the far plane.
Fair enough, I guess.
It's an open container. And,
Who's gonna stop me?
the king is passed out.
All right, open the door.
And the other king is dead.
Farrah's
Alright.
like smiling, nodding. She's like, oh yeah, this is my shit.
Is this how it goes in Mount Olympus? Is it how?
Not
I
necessarily.
walk out of the body. Still there?
There's multiple bodies.
King
Yes.
in the middle where I put him. Cool. All right.
Drag it out.
Set up. Do the ritual thing. Blah blah blah. Circle of a spooky ghost. Put my hand on his forehead and speak with that. Yeah.
He's so good.
He
While
likes
he's
it.
doing this, I'm gonna take one of the other dead bodies. I'm gonna prop it up next to me and I'm gonna sit on the floor.
We get it
And I'm just gonna like put my arm around the dead body and just keep drinking while we watch this whole thing.
I was
By the way,
saying,
it's like a very sweet nectar smell or taste, and it's
Oh,
going down
the body.
smooth as can be.
Oh, that's fine. I also prestoed the body for spell reasons.
Okay.
I'll just say this matters. It's going to change a lot depending on the first question, so I'm open for suggestions. And the first question is, what is your last memory? To see where his consciousness ends before death. Decay.
I want to shoot somebody.
I hate this, but I have no earthly idea.
Means
Maybe-
that when he
maybe-
died is his last memory.
How do you
Maybe,
remember your last memory?
maybe what do you know about the
What
Enchantress?
was his remind me, DM, what did he die from? Because I did a medicine check on
It
What's
literally looked like no wounds at all. It was almost a clean body. Like it was been,
Poison.
like
We
there was
don't-
no
we
signs
don't
of anything
We
physically.
don't know. Okay.
Poison or magic.
What killed you?
Really, like, what do you know about the Enchantress?
Yeah. What is your opinion on the Enchantress?
Those enchantress.
It's female. You got that?
Ding.
Well, she presents that way.
Thank you.
She uses female pronouns.
Helped.
Helped?
He said town, not city.
He doesn't know where he is.
Write that down, write that down.
Yeah, that's literally all I have right now. Pillars and Enchantress.
You got two.
I'm trying to figure out how to.
You haven't asked about the pillars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
He's thinking about
That's
how
number
to-
3.
Perhaps you could ask, what do you know of the hidden pillars? Because that tells us, does he know them, and then what does he know?
Generic.
I mean, you have to be generic or you get shit like decay.
Yeah.
Decay.
What do you know of the organization known as the Hidden Pillars?
I do not know.
At all.
Knew it.
Okay.
Knew it. Where are the secret hidden items that we can...
Where's your most valuable shit? Might as well get something out of it.
Is there a hidden armory or vault anywhere in this city? The King's Vault.
In my palace.
Oh.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay.
Good to know. We're
The
getting
hand of the
somewhere.
king would know these things.
All right, I got one more.
This is the king.
Yeah, but I'm saying the hand of the king would know where this vault
Is it
is.
5 or 6? Shit.
I got one more.
We have one more.
It's 6, okay.
It's
Oh,
not,
that was fine.
no, that was
It's
4.
only 4 so
It's
far.
only
He's
4
only
potions.
I did Last
That's
Memory,
like-
Enchantress, Pillars. That's and then
Dude, I'm not
Roll.
keeping track at all. Right?
You don't have counting on your
counting them
fingers.
as I went. I was like,
you don't have to. That's my job.
So we need a 5th question.
I
Who does number 2?
I mean, we kind of need to know if he had an enemy. Like, is there someone he
Who
would
does he suspect killed him? Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah, that's a good one.
Should we ask him what year we believe it is? What if he was just strong the whole time too?
Well, we asked what his last memory was. He said decay.
Who?
I think he's been
Who killed you?
like weekend and birdies in this body for a little bit, but I do think he would know that he
Who
died.
killed you? Not terrible. I could say.
Yeah.
It is, it is the most direct
Who do
form
you
of question.
believe?
He would just say the King's Camp.
Allegedly.
Well, I mean,
We already know.
Well,
We
if
have
it's
to try.
the King's
We have
Hand,
to
then we
try.
know that it was
Yeah,
the
I-
Enchantress.
I will say, who do you believe ended your life?
Clue rules. How'd you die? I need no place, item, and person.
He doesn't know. Well, you're dumb.
Best guess. Addendum. Best guess.
Who do you think?
I'll pump another spell.
You're coming back. Revivify.
All right.
Don't
So
quit on me, damn it!
all we learn is there's a super spooky secret vault.
Yep.
Well, no, it's in his
Raid
house.
it.
It's fine. Yeah, it's good.
I mean, it was probably safe to assume that the King has a vault somewhere.
Also, I would like to hit up the Tower of Trade and just see what is still active. Whole lot of magic items. Let's see how many are still magical.
That's a good idea,
Wait.
actually.
Why would
Should probably get
Maybe.
that cloak back.
Well, remember the cloak he was wearing that was magical just turned into a normal cloak when she left.
so she's keeping up even magic items?
Exactly.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Let's go hit up the Tower of Trade, and you can do your little ping thing. And what's still
Listen,
kicking?
it is called magic awareness. All right, I am one with
Use
the
your
magic.
fulcrum tingle and tell us when it goes off.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just take a tour and
Perhaps-
see what's still kicking.
Perhaps something in this town could be of use.
We do know there's a map of all teleportation circles on the top floor.
I can do this 3 times today.
We need it twice.
Okay.
Tower of Trade.
So,
Tower trade?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's just start walking up the floors.
We're gonna check each tower, and
King
if
in
we
the
get
hallway.
zip out of all 5, let's just fucking dip.
Dom will just say, I'm just going to clean them up a little bit. I'll catch you at the towers.
Okay.
It'll just be like 5 minutes.
All right. So you get to the bottom of the Tower of Trade.
Yes.
There's still a market.
Yeah.
It's a lot less exciting looking and a little bit.
First time he's announced he's doing it.
I know.
Farrah's not going.
You're not going?
Oh.
Do we need to leave?
Where are you going?
No. I'm gonna
No.
Stay with Dominic?
Yeah,
Stay
Dom's
with
fine.
Intrigued by the dead talking.
She's behind.
Perception is my shit. Like, you think I wasn't gonna pick up on that?
I mean, I said it out loud. It wasn't hiding.
Exactly.
Yeah. While you guys are handling your business, Tower of Trade. Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah. You are now at the base.
Do we want to ping outside? How long does your magical awareness last?
Well, I'm not familiar with how the parameters of the spell works. I know that I can sense things that are magical within 60 feet of me, per se, like a little bit, give or take.
Is it like a one-time hit?
Yes, I can sense anything within 60 feet. I even get a sense of like the kind of magic it is, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I just need to know, like, if we hit it now, do we have to hit it again when we get inside? Or does it like last an X number of minutes?
I don't think it does. I think it's a one-time. Anything within
Does it
60
say
feet.
it is like detect magic?
I can do it.
You
I can do it ritually.
How long does it take magic?
Ritually,
10
it's an
minutes.
hour, dude.
How long does it last?
10 minutes.
Last minute? Oh,
Yeah. Well, I can do it a ritual in a minute because I have my
but then it lasts for
whatever
10
it's
minutes,
called.
right?
It's your book.
my
Oh, well then, yeah.
It says until the end of your next turn, so 7 seconds. It's a ping.
So,
But
yeah.
I can do it for 10 minutes.
Screw you, Bogle.
But I can also help.
Tell you what, Bogle, you hit outside while he prepares the ritual for inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're still useful.
All right.
That's tough.
So we're standing outside the Tower of Trade. I'm going to kind of kneel down in like a power stance, and you're going to see the blue eye kind of glow as a echolocation. Anything within 60 feet pop
Something
magical.
over to your left.
Is it me?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm gonna walk. If you point, I'm gonna walk over there and kind of like move my hand over, like warmer, colder.
Well, you only had 6 seconds, so.
Yeah, but
Well,
in
you
6
see
seconds
the,
you can.
you see the faint glow, right?
Yeah,
So you can see what it is.
All right, so you know it's on a table of knickknacks.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and I'm just gonna start digging through them.
Okay.
Nice.
There are a lot of little small items. There's like an hourglass. There's like a spyglass. There's like a set of playing cards. There's a like glass eye. There's all sorts of small items.
Okay, do we hit it again?
If you give me 40 seconds, we'll be okay. Unless you want me to just do inside.
Now just, you have 10 minutes of holding it, right?
Yeah.
We'll be fine. Hit it out here.
And I can ritually do it as many times as I want.
Yeah. Let's finish
The
the
next
ritual.
10 minutes, you set up little stuff
1
and
minute.
you draw a
1
circle.
minute.
Oh, 1 minute. Oh, nice.
He's special. All right, so while you're doing your ritual, I'm like digging through things like, I don't know. I'm just digging through things. I'm like, is this magical? Is this magical?
Sir,
Like, walking
sir,
through
could I
that.
help you?
Oh, is there somebody manning the stand? Oh, one of these items caught my eye. It seemed to have a magical sort of. Huh? Oh, I already knew that. Trust me, I'm not paying for a single thing today. The king sent, with the enchantress, the issue we had. Some magical items have lost their effect. The king sent me to take an inventory
These
of
are
items
all
retaining.
exquisite items.
Okay, magical,
Sir,
like a magical effect.
this will last 1 hour.
Is it an hourglass?
Yes.
I'm going to come over now that I've.
This can be
Immediately
seen
right.
at great distances.
Punch
Is it a
Okay.
telescope?
It's a
I want a
spyglass.
spyglass.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna take the spyglass and be like, Bulgrim, investigate this, and I'll hand it to you.
We're just gonna.
I'm going to walk over and look
Are you
at the
looking
paper
backwards?
and see what's got an
We're gonna
aura.
look smaller.
The eyeball does.
So I'm going to pick it up and go.
As you look at it, it's almost crystal clear.
Uh-huh.
Where the pupil would be looks to be a golden gemstone.
And what about this?
Oh, wait, look at me.
Look at the guy across the table from me.
That belonged to a great royal highness, if I'm not mistaken.
Spare me the story. What does it do?
It is to replace an eyeball of those who have lost one.
Ooh!
Come in handy. How much for something like this?
I think I can do that for
Fulgrim, is that how you got your
250
best
gold
color dice?
pieces.
I'm sure the king has 250 gold to spare.
One moment, I'll take care of this. And I'm gonna take out some of my parchment, I'm gonna rip a strip off. I'm gonna write down like a hand receipt, and I'm gonna say, bring this to the king's palace in about a week after we complete our inventory. You'll be able to pick it up. from his
I am
palace.
sorry, but I have heard that the king has died.
There is a new king.
Yes, the hand of the king
That's
was
how
next in
monarchies
line.
Yes.
Yes, but that is the hand of the king.
And we have briefed
He is
him. He is
now the
now the
king.
rightful king.
He is not the king.
He is the rightful king.
He is
Given
the
that the king is dead.
place-setting of the king.
He is the king.
Yes.
And he is the order
He has-
from which whom we are.
Yes, I do not see anything that says I am to give this to you from him.
Shall you go get him, Rumdell, perhaps? And he can say it himself.
I'll go with him, and I'll hand you the hand receipt. Don't worry, buddy, we got this.
So you're
I'm gonna set the eyeball down and say, just hold on to this for us. They'll bring the king's hand.
Very well.
And I'm gonna go start walking around every other stall I can get to.
While you do that, as soon as we get out of cover, I'm going to disguise self as the king's hand and come right back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That was the plan. It was either that or possess the
Can't
king's
they
hand.
see through that?
With a high investigation check.
I just thought innately they could.
No, that was only the guards that could.
And that was because of the magic.
That would be
Okay, well, let's see.
Number what?
Ah, sir, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. I heard that you were giving my associates some issues. It's
Oh,
no wonder.
No. I have to make a living as well.
I understand completely. We are not taking these items from you. I want to make that clear. One of my first duties, given the catastrophe we've lately had, I would
I
like
heard.
to take an inventory of the remaining magical items in the city. Unfortunately, it appears a lot of magical items have lost their effects. For example, this cloak here, I'm going to gesture to Edmund's cloak, used to be filled with stars that moved and galaxies, but as you can see, it is but an ordinary cloak.
Yes, those just look like white dots.
Given the decay of magic, I would like to see.
What, polka dots?
Has he not seen stars before?
I would
be
Well, no, like it used to be like a starry, like moving background. Now it's not.
Just these lights in the
So we're just wanting to take an inventory of these items. We're going to keep them. That's the reason for the receipt. We want to keep them organized and just kind of make sure we can see what items have still retained that magic.
Roll a persuasion check.
That's not persuasion. That's deception all day.
Okay, roll deception.
Thank you.
Was that an auto 23?
Arguing with the DM.
It's a
-5.
plus 13. At advantage.
All right. So first roll's a 27.
You get above
Second roll's a 22.
Ah, very well. As long as I can get some paperwork.
Oh, absolutely. And I will take the hand receipt from Edmund and hand it to him.
Can you sign this just to be sure? I just want to make sure.
Of course. I put Jethro's signature on it.
And, oh wait, can I do this? That would be fucking awesome.
What do you do?
No, I don't think I can. Never mind.
Then I will hand him the hand receipt and I will take
That
the
says
iPhone.
Jethro.
Oh,
I mean, it's in like a very fancy script. If he can actually read that says Jethro, I am very
Listen,
impressed.
I don't use it the same as money.
It's like a doctor's signature.
Very well. You can have
And I
it. Just
will take the
how
eye
long
and put
are
it in
you
my pocket.
expecting to have it?
Come back within the week, or the end of the week. Give me at least 7 days.
Should I come to the spire?
The palace, yes. There will most likely be a
What palace? Which spire are we calling the palace now?
wisdom. That's where we will
Spire of Wisdom.
temporarily.
Okay.
No, that's a complete
Spire of the King.
So wait.
We will, no, we will be temporarily setting up shop for this inventory in the Spire of Wisdom. That is not
Spire of
rhyme
Wisdom.
reciting, of course. That is just due to its current vacancy with the council being displaced and all. It seems to be the best
Wait.
place.
What is going on with the council?
Just with everything going on, they're very busy.
You just said they were displaced.
Yes, they're not able to do their daily duties because we're handling things like this. I don't see how that's confusing at all.
Very well. I'll be there in a
Also,
week.
it appears this has a magical thing, and I'll take the telescope from Bulgar and I'll put it in the bag of holding.
Aww.
Write another receipt.
No.
Can I, if you don't mind, write that on there as
And
well?
I'll just take it, I'll just write telescope, and then hand it back.
I was told this is a spy blast. Whatever you say.
Okay, cool.
I'm walking around looking at.
I'm just
all the
following
other
you.
stalls. Yeah.
Outside now.
We're gonna repeat
I'm gonna
this
go
song and dance
inside.
for the next 3
Okay.
hours.
And look
You get maybe about 2 minutes worth.
speed run this.
Going
Yeah.
through to the bottom, you get nothing.
okay.
And that's the last of that 10 minutes.
Right. I'll just do it again.
Do it again.
We're gonna rinse and repeat this.
Rinse, repeat. Okay.
And, I will Tinter's floating disc if we need to go up. And I highly doubt those stalls are manned because
Yeah.
they don't know how to get up there.
And especially,
You get no one above you.
what about the big magical room up at the top?
Oh yeah, homeboy.
The penthouse.
Or homeboy, you had to walk through a wall, right?
You mean the wall that's probably not active right now?
Oh right.
It was a literal orb that surrounded them. I'm going to give you all the map at this point. They all wanted.
Map of teleportation circles? You read my mind. It's exactly what I was beelining for. What about that scroll of teleportation? That was also up there.
Well, we don't know how much of a ship actually works.
You only get one other item.
Okay.
The last item is a wand of fireballs. Times
What?
it's got 3. 3 charges.
In the bag it goes, and there's no one here to write a hand receipt to.
Uh,
Possible.
I'll add it to the list.
Use them at the top of the.
And the map is inside of chat.
it's inside of.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, hey, look at that. That's
Wow.
great. Oh, man, I had no idea.
And did he describe to us how teleportation circles worked?
No.
Uh-huh.
And there's no one to tell you.
So now to the
You know who
Spire
knows how
of the
teleportation
King.
circle work? Ruby.
Gillian.
Or maybe a book in the library.
Gillen.
Gillen.
Or Ruby.
But let's go to the Spire of the King now, right?
You said it only has 3 charges?
Correct. Fireball has 3 charges.
What are? I start to wonder what those two are up to.
And
Back to you guys.
As the rest of the party leaves, Dominic turns around, expecting emptiness. There's not. He sees fair.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, the first one. Thank you.
That's a Thomas problem, real bad. But he sees her and just kind of shrugs and goes, "Oh, would you mind watching the door if you're going to stick around?"
Not at all. I figured since we serve basically the same god, we can have each other's backs.
He makes a neutral. He just makes a neutral sound and then thinks better of it and says, "Perhaps you're right." After that, and he will. I've worked in a church before, and they've done like funeral rites and cemetery stuff. I know how to very elementary steps of how to clean a body, preparing it for like burial or stuff like that. So he'll go to the king first, take off the colorful robes, and just put a set of like very bland black robes, nothing fancy.
As you take off the robes, you feel something in like the inside pocket of one of the robes of the king.
I tentatively see if it blows up on me or something. Grab it.
You grab it. You get a very small vial, about yay big.
I should write that down. Any liquid inside?
There is a very small amount of liquid, about the size of a lead in a pencil. A
Color?
single drop.
Color?
It is like a lime green.
Seeing how the king was,
Poison?
seeing how the king was like the last thing he remembered was decay, and this is the only thing on him. I have to hold it very carefully, and I'll just set it to the side for now.
Yeah.
I'll just say that's a problem for Edmund or someone that's not me. Maybe I can check my medicinal knowledge later. But I want to touch it as little as possible. Continue undressing him. Just the colorful robes. Same thing with the other two men.
Okay.
If they're wearing anything other than armor, I'll keep their armor on. I'm just going to change them into also black robes. I'll just place them equidistant apart. Dying makes a sound of like apprehension, a little bit disgust. And he pulls out a scalpel and kind of goes and very skillfully, specifically cuts like all their throats. Trying to like detach vocal cords,
Okay.
like surgery, and then for all three of them, trying to position them in a way that it won't bleed out. Well, they're already dead, but I don't know how hard it goes. And they'll like sew it back up.
Okay. Make a medicine check real quick.
Yeah, for sure. 18.
Surprisingly, the king bleeds almost more than the other two.
He should be.
Almost like he died
While he was very.
a lot earlier, or a lot more recent than the other two.
He does pull out a notebook and scribble that down.
Okay.
Put it back in the back pocket. The other two, nothing abnormal.
Nothing abnormal.
When they're all wearing these robes, just normal black, maybe not funeral robes, but just nondescript looking things.
Are they the pillar robes?
I think that would probably be the only robes I have on me. So, were the pillar robes very distinctive, or are they just like?
Very ordinary black.
Then yeah, he'll put them on the pillar robes. And he will take that same scalpel and just on their foreheads carve the general symbol of Avaya that he's been throwing everywhere.
Okay.
Very rudimentary, not very elaborate, just enough to be accurate representation. And wipe the blood off so they're no longer bleeding.
Okay.
And then he just takes a black shard of crystal, maybe it's obsidian, maybe it's a rock, doesn't really matter. And he'll just like push a little bit of that rock into all three of their foreheads. And he turns back to Farah. This is a bit unsavory, but things are getting out of hand here. I know her as Avaya. I don't remember what you referred to.
Taishi?
Taishi, something?
I think it's
Texture, something like that, yeah.
What was I?
Do what you must. It is fine.
Unsavory, but we need some help. This is getting too far. And he will throw down my normal glyph, and where it's like expands on all three of them. And the spokes that are on the inside reverse, as they do when I do spiritual guardian, or the things that deal a lot of damage to things. And I will cast, they start spinning in a black necrotic spiral, and I will cast Enemy Dead on the two of them and the king.
What dead?
Animate dead.
Okay.
Be making zombies. I wanted to make it where they don't make noise. That was the goal, cutting their throat. And I just want to see if this works.
Okay. Per the spell, There shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
All right, so they stand up, and you just see like their arms and joints all jerk together, and they just sit there and just stare at you.
Yeah. Dominica just walks around them, kind of admiring the handiwork. And so kind of a little bit surprised that that worked so flawlessly.
Farah asks, what can you make them do?
Honestly, at this stage, probably not much. They could probably, if you give them a sidearm, stab or slash at something, probably don't have enough cognizance to fire a bow or do anything more complicated than that. We can test it out when we have more free time, but for now, they'll probably just cannon fire, to be crude about it.
It's very resourceful. It's always good to have a few extra bodies.
This one points to the king. My goddess spoke to me when I did my commune. She mentioned that the colorful one would guide me. And I couldn't think of another way to figure out what that truly meant, seeing as we're probably leaving here soon. This way, we are guiding him.
How can I help?
Dominic comes to a realization that he's planning on walking around the city with the actual mark. Maybe masks or hoods to pacify onlookers. Maybe they won't notice. They're not very smooth, and he makes one walk forward. I assume it's a little bit jerky.
It almost at first, it's like a toddler taking this first step. It almost trips over itself.
I will find them.
And he'll point to the two ruby assassins and say, do some laps, and just make them walk around the perimeter of the inside, learning how to walk.
Okay.
While he's still just cleaning up the king and making sure that's and he will give her, do you have money? Do you have, right, of course. And he'll just hand you 20 gold and just say, if someone gives you a hard time, just give them whatever you feel is appropriate in exchange for mask, hoods, whatever could conceal the visage.
Okay.
Listen, you're gonna have to learn one way or another.
I'm sure I'll figure it out, odd as this is. And I am going to go, I'm going to say I'll be back, and I'm going to go search for masks.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. As you get outside, you see the spires in the distance, and around you directly, there's not much at all. You can see the battlefield kind of off to your left a little bit. But roll me a perception check.
Oh, I'm very good at that. 24.
24?
Uh-huh.
From your distance, you see a good many people towards one of the spires, and you know that to be the spire trade.
Okay.
But around you directly, you don't see much at all.
I will head towards the people.
Okay. Getting closer, you see there's some clothing vendors. As you get closer to that, you actually see almost like a shop that specifically sells face coverings.
Oh, nice. I'm going to go there.
You see multiple different designs. You see one that has almost like a Two-Face vibe, like evil versus good. You see
I dig that
some that are more like Candy Skull-ish. Some very basic, some overly dramatic, like a Chinese dragon.
I'm going to choose the 3 least conspicuous ones.
There are some basic white masks, just eye holes.
I don't like the fact that they're white. Are there any other colors or anything?
There's some very neutral toned, almost human faces. It's like
that much
a
better. It's much creepier.
oval, just 2 eyes that are drawn on, a mouth that's drawn on, and a basic nose.
I like it.
It's like a first year art school drawing.
I like it. And I will
They say,
walk up and grab 3 of those, and I will
Do you-
try and leave.
Miss,
Yes?
come back here, please. You are stealing if you walk away with those.
Oh, here. And I'm just going to hand him the 25 gold, and I'm going to walk away.
Thank you.
It was 20, right?
20. It was 20.
Alright. That's fine. That checks out.
She comes back like,
you said give
20
it to
minutes later.
someone. If I was giving it a hard time. So Farrah's gonna walk in with probably 3 of the creepiest skin-toned masks you've ever seen.
it's like a very light, neutral brown sandy color.
It's like a rag doll with drawn-on squiggly, like crayon eyes.
I mean, it's not his face, so mission accomplished.
And I will go ahead and put them on the zombies for him.
Anyone give you any trouble?
Yes, but you're right. Those weird clinky things took care of it right away.
Yeah. Did he take all of it?
Is that not what?
No, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
It depends sometimes.
He took all of it.
Okay. I don't say anything, but can I just get like a appraisal check of how much I think the masks are worth?
Not even close.
That was more of a test to see like how much, if she would like do something different or this that. I expected that, but yeah. Okay, money's kind of pointless. And I was like, okay, we'll work on that later. That's a later problem.
They're,
He
if,
just nods.
if you care, they're like a wooden material.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't say anything. He'll just like take one of the article of clothing that one of the ruby assassins were wearing and just wrap that vial in it.
Okay.
Because I don't know what this deal is and it's spooking me.
Yep.
And I'll just shove it in the backpack and I'll say, okay, first test. Let's see if we can make it back to Edmund and the group without any problems.
Sounds good.
Appreciate the help. Let's go.
All right. As y'all walk out,
That's
5 feet down,
horrifying
one of the guys
image.
runs in the back of you, but continues following you. It's just more of a like his shoulder hits you kind of thing. They're not very. What's the word? They're not. They can't walk with class.
They're not
coordinated. They're
yeah.
not. It's just literally a child running around
Dylan
behind
just
you.
cuts his eye at him. That's more laps for you when you get some free time.
Mm-hmm.
It just starts walking left and right.
Not now.
Cool.
Come on. You have things to do. And we'll make our way to the spire pile.
Okay.
All right. So as y'all are going through the Spire trade,
Right.
5 humanoid figures walk in at the bottom.
Ah, there they are.
Y'all walking at the bottom.
Start making our way to the rest of the boys.
I'll float back down.
Wait,
You do
5?
so. And you see these 2.
Hey,
And then 3 robed figures with very creepy wooden human painted face masks.
Hello.
Are these new friends of ours?
Not new necessarily.
Old friends. Dominic nudges a pinky, and one of them waves at you, and then puts his arm down.
And the wave is more like this.
Okay. Did you find a way to control these people?
Yeah.
Like the Enchantress. You are the Enchantress.
I think it's a chancer.
Yeah. Chantress assumes gender.
I'm gonna try to move one of the wooden masks.
You do so. There is a high elf behind it. It looks kind of familiar, but you don't know where you've seen it from.
On the,
You know you've seen it.
on the center of its forehead is the familiar glyph. It's glowing just a tad bit.
So these are allies
It's got
of
a
ours
black
Mhm.
stone shoved right in the middle
So we
of
have
the forehead.
a demon horse and some undead elves, perhaps,
Yes.
maybe.
Devil horse, but yes.
Fucking territory.
I believe these.
This isn't getting any easier. I don't like this kind of thing, but we need help, and no one in the city is competent. So I made them more competent.
I trust you, Dominic.
Anything to find our answers.
What did you learn about Enchantress?
Enchantress, not much. Only what you heard. He didn't know anything. I was told that this one and I move the face off the one in the center, and it's the king with the same thing on his forehead. I was
King.
told this one was important, and so far he hasn't given. So far he hasn't given us anything important, and I don't know how long we're staying here. So he's coming with us until whatever prophecy comes to light.
Well, perhaps onto the King Spire then. Not sure if it's better to have the mask on or off of this one. Probably
On, always on. Just says.
But we should be able to get in there, I assume.
I'm gonna put back on my king's hand disguise.
Okay.
I guess we walk out.
As you walk out,
What's the guard situation like in the city? Like, is there a ton of guards
they're
everywhere?
more on the perimeter.
Okay.
Like once you go toward the outside, like the wall, they're all over the wall. But in the center of town, you might see one every couple hours.
Okay.
As soon as you walk out, straight out the door, the king's hand walks up and just stares.
Anybody around us?
Awkward.
Plenty of people. But he looks at you.
Brother! And I'm gonna slap him on the back. And I'm gonna lean in very close and say, just go along with it. We're trying to help you here.
Persuasion.
Do I need to? He's with us.
I'm so confused.
Listen,
I'm still drunk.
listen.
Would you
Yeah.
like
Could be.
Would you like to?
I'm gonna take his arm in my arm. Like I'm like spin around and like take his arm in my arm and be like, just come with us. Come on. Hello everybody, I see you've met my twin brother here.
I'm going to say
He's just
perhaps
staring.
having the real thing would be a bit better than having two.
Oh well, that's hard to
That's what
explain
she
right
said.
now. We'll handle that later. And I'm going to just, if anybody questions it, then I'll say something. But otherwise, I'm just going to guide him with us, like out of there, like kind of hand on the back, like forceful, like come with us.
He just walks
I
along.
assume so. Yeah, yeah. So we're just gonna walk out.
To this.
You get a few people that look in surprise.
I'm just gonna nod to them and give them a big smile.
They smile back and
Citizen.
you get double takes from others. And
And I love you, random citizen.
Thank you.
all right,
Keep
No taxes.
doing you things.
you guys make it to the Spire of the King.
Before we get to the spire, I'm going to be like, they probably know, so drop it before.
Oh, I planned on
If we like cut in an alley real quick. And
Yeah, like as soon as I'm out of sight of people, I'm gonna
Okay.
drop it. But I can't like just drop it in the middle
No,
of
no, no.
everything and then yeah.
All right, you do so.
Oh, that was close.
He does this all the time. He transforms into other people and tries to deceive everyone.
I've seen.
Just making sure.
Thank you, Volcom.
Why? What?
We had to take some liberties to get some business done. You were predisposed, so I figured I would step into your place.
How did you even do that?
Oh, it's quite simple actually.
No, it's not.
I just
More
and I'll
people than we
become
think.
him again, and then I'll become the king, and then I'll become.
If you worship the devil, then perhaps you can do
This is
as
true.
well.
Devil worship helps.
I'm going to go back and get another.
Nope. We need you for this. Come on.
I think I've seen enough of whatever this is.
there's drinks in the spire for you.
We need to show you to your new chambers as king.
I don't want to be king.
Oh,
Well, you
It's only
you'll grow into
temporary.
it. Yeah.
It's only day 2, it's fine.
Or you could just name one of us king.
if you are worried about the responsibilities of king, we can handle all of them for you. We can just advise you for what you have to do.
Like a council does.
What's that song I played earlier? Take it over.
I'm gonna go get another drink.
After you help us, my friend.
I'm gonna take
Trust us,
I'm gonna
it
take
will
my
not
wine
take
filled
very
flask.
long.
Here you go.
Mm.
I always keep it on me.
Shit.
21.
Shackles.
He takes the wineskin flask you have, takes a big gulp. You're lucky he's got this.
You're lucky that I broke the spell on you.
Ooh.
I put a spell on
I don't even know what happened. I don't even know how spells work.
Magic.
Didn't even know magic was in
When a
this
mommy
world.
wizard and a daddy wizard love each other very much.
Do not worry, dear.
They make
They
an
write,
apprentice.
they
You are
write in
fine
each
now.
other's spell books.
Gillard, you are going to be just fine. You are going to grow into your position here. It's going to be good for you.
Real learning experience.
Or, again, I just want to put this out there. You could name one of us, and as the new king.
Yeah.
doesn't sound very responsible with someone
Well,
that likes to assume the role before he's given it.
And I'm so proactive, I chose to do your job for you while you were predisposed.
My job is to figure out who I
You don't
am
know your job.
anymore.
You've been out of it for 700 years.
Yes, exactly. Which is why this is in my hand.
But this is an opportunity
I'm taking
for
my
you,
wine
Pilar.
back.
Pilar,
No.
this is
Stop.
I'm still taking my wine back. Not stopping that.
You have one goal.
Edmund speaks up. We're all like,
The elder speaks.
Don't stop.
Give him the wine back. He's the king. We need to get to the king's palace. We need to show you everything in there and get you in the right position and the right state of mind.
I agree. We're not staying here.
So then you shouldn't have the wine.
It's been a long 700 years for him. It was okay.
Felt like a day.
Oh, good. So you don't need the wine.
stop.
So, y'all continue on.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we're taking him up. Yep.
All
I'm
right.
gonna
As you,
pass
get
This
to
is
the
like
king-
as we're walking, right?
I'm
So
gonna pass
as
it back
you
and forth.
as you get to the king's spire, there's two of the longbow high elf guards sitting right there in front. He looks at all you. He may enter. You all may not.
They're gonna try to, guys. They want to stop him.
Well, why don't you ask him what we should do?
You all look at him.
Mhm.
This is not the palace.
Okay, well, where's the palace? Jackwit.
That's the king.
This is not what it used to be.
Okay,
This
well,
city is not what I used to see.
new palace, new king. Let's get on in there, big guy.
He just gives up and goes.
Okay, we need to come with you.
Come on.
Thank you.
You all walk through. No problem at all.
Something that can
Yep.
Do what?
friends or something.
You know, I gave up friend.
As we're walking in and kind of going
It was a redundant
upward,
spot.
which I assume is where the penthouse is, I'm going to say, you mentioned a palace before. Was it not even in this location in the city?
Nothing looks remotely similar to what it used to be.
I see.
It doesn't even look like the roads were not even roads, they were dirt. Just paths.
Is there a guard
Yet
nearby?
you had a palace
Yes.
before.
It was as big as one of the houses that y'all stayed in.
Is there a guard nearby?
Right outside the door.
Inside?
Right outside the door.
But, like, is there one inside is what I'm asking.
You can probably find one pretty easily.
Okay, as we pass and we get to a guard, I'm going to kind of step away from the group, and I'm going to lean over to him and say, good sir, it appears our king in passing has had his mind ripped apart by some of the people who took the former king's life. It would be much appreciated if you could perhaps guide us a bit. We're trying to give him a feel back about town. It's good to help him remember things slowly at first. We start with his name, where he came from, things like that. But he keeps mumbling about a palace. Do you happen to know anything possibly about that?
The palace used to be in the center of the spires.
Do you know what
It was demolished when the enchantress came through, and she erected these spires in a matter of minutes, if I remember correctly.
Okay, the king in passing mentioned a vault that he needs access to, but he keeps, again, insisting it's in the palace. As we've told him, the palace is no more. Is that now in this tower, I would be led to assume?
I am not sure what vault, but I can show you where the palace used to be, if you would want.
That may be beneficial. When we come back through, if you could perhaps guide us, I'll be sure to seek you out. Thank you. And I'll join back to the group.
And we'll just head up to King's Chambers, I guess.
Mhm.
So, y'all run into the exact same problem as before.
Same solution as before, maybe.
Tensor's disc.
Works every
Yeah.
time.
You pretty much have everything above second level yourself.
Okay.
Pretty much it would be a castle built in a spire form. There's like guest rooms all throughout the second and third floor. The fourth floor would be more of a kitchen type area, dining area.
Since this does last for an hour and it is
Yeah, you got
ritual,
plenty of
and it is ritual, so I can just say.
Fifth through eighth floors are going to be kind of like just living chambers, living rooms, etc. And the 10th floor is going to be his room. The king's chambers, pretty much. 9th floor that you pass is sealed off.
That's the one. That's definitely the
Yeah,
one.
we'll stop at 9.
Yeah. What kind of locks we talking about?
There are no locks.
No, good. Let's
When
go
you
there.
say sealed off, what do you mean then? Like all the doors are closed, or
It's just a wall. Straight around.
okay?
Nah,
So like,
So maybe 10 goes down to 9. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll go up to 9, I guess, first.
That's no
There's probably some sort of chamber that leads down, maybe.
Go up to 10, you mean?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
up to 10. Yeah.
Okay. All right, you go up to 10. It's literally just king's chambers all around the entire thing. Massive bed, dressing.
I'm gonna take a minute and
you said dressing?
do
Is there a
my
robe?
There is
A cape?
not a cape. There's just like a formal robe almost. Very,
Not
very
capes.
formal robe.
I'm just gonna do my detect magic thing again.
You're gonna actually put it on? Okay.
Not having to do the whole ritual is nice. I'm gonna just detect magic again,
Okay.
ritually, but
That's cool. I can do that
You
too.
get an entire everything below you is 60 feet, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Sphere.
The entire below you is magical. It's like
the 9th floor.
the 9th floor is like one big magic.
enter.
One big magic.
Oh
no. Nothing-
There's
nothing in the
a
king's
solid
chambers.
wall. Whatever will we do?
Does the king's chambers look to be like dusty or unkept? Like, does it look like the king before this guy was like living here?
Roll an investigation check.
While he does that, can I cast?
First roll of the night. Let's go.
19
Is it
plus.
really?
You said investigation.
Mhm.
24.
Everything
No,
has
I
a
rolled double
thick
the
layer of
sentence.
dust, except for what looks like 2 footprints next to the bed.
Okay, I'm gonna hone in on that and investigate that, I guess.
Contraption or something?
It's just literally like there's 2 footprints like side by side, like someone's been standing
Can I, like,
there.
Stand in the footprints, I guess.
Yep.
And
You would be, if you were standing exactly in the footprints, you'd be facing what would be entryway for anyone walking in.
So he just goes there and stands every night.
Well, someone nabbed him from the entryway.
No, Enchantress has just been
I
like
think,
putting him there.
well,
Dang, so he's been.
it doesn't, and
Oh,
the
wow.
footprints aren't glowing or anything, right? Okay.
The 9th floor is directly below us.
Mhm.
Like I can, if I could look through the floor, which I can. I can see into the 9th floor.
Ethereal.
Yeah.
This
I don't even need ethereal. I'm going to use my ghostly gaze. For 1 minute, I can see through solid objects.
Hey!
So yeah, I can see all you. You're saying.
Does the
All you see is like an aura.
I'm just like,
So the whole. So but can I see into the room at all?
the floor below us is
Oh.
You
magic.
see below the floorboard
And what do I see?
an aura.
the aura.
So like it's just a room full of aura.
No, it's like almost like
blocking.
a like
blocking.
something is
Oh,
blocking
okay.
you.
The block.
Thanks, guys. I did not get
Yeah.
that.
Literally,
It's a room full of blocking.
I'm not sure if I can do this or not, but
It's a giant
oh
bondage.
shit! I know.
Perhaps Remdil and I can make a hole through the floor down
I
into the.
do genuinely think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I
got.
don't
I
think
don't
that
have
you
to
can make
spell
a hole
magic.
through the aura, though.
We can make a hole through the floorboards to the aura.
We could try
We
to.
could dispel the magic.
Yeah, we could try to dispel.
I don't have to spell magic.
I have to spell magic.
Okay. Well,
Yes, Farrah can help.
I
us.
do, but I've used 3 spells already.
We have to get
I
to it.
can. I'm gonna pump you
Yeah.
full. I'm gonna pump you full of
It's 120
my
feet.
of my energy,
Oh,
Forgot you could do that. Like, every time
and
it's
you're
done.
gonna get
Is it
a 3rd level spell slot
do you
back.
have? Do you have
Appreciate you.
identify?
Holden.
That's awesome.
You're
Can you
the
ritual
realist.
cast it?
Have you spent a spell slot yet?
No.
Yeah.
Have you spent a spell slot
It might be beneficial to
Okay.
Yeah,
hack
I'm
our
gonna
way.
cast dispel magic.
yet? No.
Wait, why?
At what level?
I think it might be beneficial to hack through the floor, identify what its aura is before we dispel it.
That might help.
He has identify.
I can.
If we
But we can at least
make
tell.
a ton of noise, hacking through the floor, that's gonna be like, we're here, we're
Well,
coming to get
who
you.
cares?
We're here with the king, and they'd have to be able to fly 10 levels up to get us. Which, from the 9 levels below us, I don't think.
The only person who could come find us was the Enchantress, who we're trying to find anyway. So
Yeah.
it'd be great if she came.
Is there not just
do
a
any of
contraption?
you think that she's on this floor below us? or
Oh,
is that
absolutely.
just
That's
me?
why we're going to touch
can
it,
find
see
her.
what kind of magic it is, dispel magic, and then we're going to jump in there. And
Farah, is there a way for you to get us into the 9th floor?
I can dispel magic. That's
what
it.
kind of magic it is?
Oh,
I think
is it
dispel
We don't
magic
need to know what kind.
Yeah, you
Like
don't
it's
really
right?
need to know.
Send, I guess. I'm just curious.
Someone can send a message to Enchantress, ask her where she is. No?
Yeah, he can.
Then she.
Then do this.
So the theory is she's into us? Is that what we're thinking?
I
Yes.
believe this is to be a vault, unless
Well, if it's a vault's not there, then we're fine. Maybe we have more information about where she is.
Do it.
I
I reckon.
believe one problem at a time. If she is there, then
We'll find her.
I do not assume why we believe the Enchantress is in the vault.
Yeah, I don't.
Bamf it.
We
Do
don't
magic.
believe she's in the vault. We
Vamp
believe she's
it.
in the floor below it.
Bamf it.
Are we?
Okay, I'm dispelling magic.
Well,
Just do it, yeah.
You're dispelling magic?
Identifying it
Yeah.
doesn't give her advantage. Like,
Yeah.
Is it a touch or is it a distance?
Curious.
It's a distance.
120 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna
120 feet.
Okay.
Extra D4.
I thought it just happens if it happens.
If it's
What-
bigger,
you're
she has to
casting at
walk.
3rd level?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need some spell slots?
You get a spell slot.
It could be like nothing. It could be great.
You're
Make an
magic.
doesn't she
intelligence
roll?
saving
Yeah.
throw.
An intelligence saving throw?
Can't help with that.
Farah is the most intelligent
She
one we
is.
have met.
Brilliant.
She's so smart.
Wise.
Edmund is definitely far smarter.
Oh god.
Edmund has keen mind.
Doesn't do anything.
I also have dark vision.
15?
He's like an elephant.
Oh no, that's a lot of dice.
Where's the bless?
I did guidance.
Oh.
I can't use it on a saving throw though.
You're getting a migraine.
I thought it was any D20.
No.
What? No, it's attacks and saves. Well, bless is attacks and save. Guidance is only checks.
Mhm.
Because it's a cantrip.
You do be
But
like
the
that.
spell magic she could use to
I
roll. I just didn't
four
expect a
different
saving throw.
rolls.
So.
Sorry, let's
Sometimes it
just
slips
go
in the
see what I
crack.
got in the chamber.
So does that crack be like that?
And I can't do my combat stuff because my glyphs now.
You take 56 psychic damage.
What does
I'm
that?
still up.
How
As your head, you have this screaming, almost ring in your head, and you feel like this intense pain almost erupt like a fireball just exploded inside your head.
Bet you wish you would have identified it first.
How about the dispel?
I don't think that would have helped.
If she swoons,
you?
I'm gonna go over and try to like.
I'm not gonna swoon.
Alright,
Did she?
never mind.
Did it get dispelled though? That's what I'm.
That would be cool.
yeah, is my organ?
It's still there.
I don't know.
So I guess it just doesn't work because she didn't even roll.
I'll swoon for you though.
Oh, right.
Should we try to break through the floor then? Or
I still think that's
Sarah, what happened?
I'm not gonna say anything.
You'd be like bleeding from the nose, like I'm fine, guys. Like
Yeah,
walks
you're just
away.
gonna see like
Nose,
just gonna see,
eye,
like,
and ear.
blood coming, like a little bit of blood coming out of my ear, and I'm just like dazed and confused.
Well, that perhaps did not work then. Do you need to?
Kalar's his name? Kalar. Hey, buddy.
He's like looking over the edge.
So there appears to be a magical vault below us. I believe it was the vault that was spoken about earlier. How would one get into that vault?
Oh gosh.
You're asking me.
You're the hand of the king. I feel like you would know how to get into the king's vault.
Yeah, this building was not even here.
Okay,
700
how would you
years
get
ago.
into the old king's vault, Kalar?
It was a basement.
No locks,
There was a lock.
but it's just a lock.
He's.
Probably got a master key.
So you're telling me it wasn't the king's vault, it was the king's storeroom.
We were not that large of a city.
Kalar, you become more and more useless
No.
as the minutes pass.
Give him.
Perhaps
Push him into
this is just an idea, maybe, but
There's
no other magic's lighting up.
You
Any
had a
contraption,
potion?
secret door.
Did
Like
you?
we didn't even
You
check
were
the
checking
room.
out
That's why they
yeah,
don't
yeah,
even
yeah,
do
You
it.
get nothing
I
from
think
me.
we should maybe investigate for a secret door. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, like why didn't you know that?
Okay.
Yeah, let's look
Work-
around the room and
work
check
on
under
that.
seals, look under the mattress, all
Are
kinds
you
of
asking?
stuff.
No, I want you to ask out loud in front of everybody.
I need you to say it.
I need this from me.
I have one as well.
Ferris just gonna saddle on over
Just
next
like
to
wiping
Jethro,
blood from her eyes.
wiping blood from her eyes and her nose. I believe that you mentioned a potion before.
Yes, I do have that potion you're requesting. It was given to us by our former teammate, Arine. You can have it, though.
May I please?
Yes.
It's like when you're
Yes.
hungover and you're like, do you have a...
And I'm
do you
going
have
to
an
reach
aspirin?
into the bag, I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to get down on one knee and say, "Here you are, my liege."
Seems extra.
Keep that.
Jethro, you were on one knee in front of this woman. And
I got you. Don't use it yet.
If he said anything.
Yeah. I was trying to get your attention, but it was loud. And I will just
I
cast
did
a
that.
third level cure wounds on her.
My potion, please.
Potions are more valuable than spell slots.
My potion,
Potions
please.
don't
My-
come back every day.
My potion, please.
what do they?
We're gonna see how much that heals me.
No.
I mean, you want to pretend like you drank it?
No.
Good.
She popped the top.
I'll
That's
do-
about as far as she went.
Actually, Aura's way better. So
I
we'll
have
just do Aura
heard
by
in my
time.
village we had a saying: once you pop, the fun does not stop.
Can't have just one.
Alright, I got to do the 2d6 thing a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, so as he's doing that,
Yeah. Continue.
what are y'all searching for exactly?
Secret trapdoors, any buttons,
books,
anything. Yeah.
anything. Like,
Roll
Rolling
an
books out.
investigation.
You're gonna get that.
22.
Oh, I'm gonna burn everything.
I'm very preoccupied. Should I try to go through the floor?
Sure.
What'd y'all get?
Why not? You might need the potion.
By the definition of the ethereal plane, nothing on the physical plane can touch me.
How many hit
Weird,
points
weird
do you
that
have?
Bulgrim has a -1 to his investigation, so I have a 15.
61.
Okay.
You didn't go down.
Just next
I
person.
have 65.
You didn't go
I
down.
rolled a 4 for a grand total of 3.
If we don't find anything, then I will.
All right.
So 22 for me.
I'm
the only one looking.
You happen to look like get interested in like a couple books beside his bedside table. While you're there, the little table you're looking at, you see some like very specific runes on the back leg.
Okay. Can I read them?
Looking around at them, you feel almost buttons on the back.
Okay. Can I read the runes?
They look extremely familiar
Up, down.
of something you have seen that are not readable. They're not in a language.
Oh, like on the graves. Or the pillars.
Well, he can read the pillars. Didn't you get
I
the
read
reading?
the pillars.
Yeah, you deciphered the runic writing.
I thought that you just cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
I deciphered it though.
No, there is no deciphering. When you identified it, it told a story to you of the life.
Oh. I guess I can try to identify it then and see if that
Ritual.
works.
It's a ritual.
Yeah.
Just
As you identify it, in your mind, you know exactly what combination to use.
Nice.
Okay.
Just
So,
4 buttons on the back.
Useful.
so I will do
73 you
the
thought.
correct combination.
As you do that,
Leg.
you hear like a shift underneath the bed.
Okay. And then
It's
I'll
normally
go over to the
paladin
bed.
spell.
You see like a lip on the floorboard, like this.
I'll just push the bed.
Sort of push it.
Scoot.
oh, no. Move this.
Ah, yes. No, just push the bed.
All right. You see the floorboards have sunk in, and there's a lip on the top of those floorboards, about an inch wide.
Can we lift that up, I suppose?
It doesn't budge up.
Push harder.
It's probably a push, not a pull.
Push down.
That's Bulgrim par.
As you push down, it almost smoothly shifts back, and you see a set of stairs.
It's a push,
down.
not a pull.
I'm imagining the bed
I
from
will
How
push
I
if I
Met Your
want to.
Mother that like goes down and
Little yoga pose. Edmund, this is fantastic. You were able to find the entrance to the vault without so much as looking around.
Yes, I did look around a bit, obviously, but while the rest of you were
But it would
Well, the
need
rest
great
of you
magic
would
for us to get down there.
looking at the shiny things, I
No, I definitely looked around.
I would like to take my hand and put it through the opening. And it was like waving around in there.
It's very cold. It's like extremely cold.
I believe we can walk down. It's
It's like
vision.
30
Can I
degrees.
see anything in
And then
there?
dive in.
It's dark down
If it's
there.
been a minute, my ghostly gaze is still active.
Let's go.
You can see through this hole.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna do some dancing lights and
Yep.
send them down,
And I'll head down.
and then I'll just walk down.
Axe on
As-
fire.
As y'all walk down,
I'm gonna lower myself down and then just draw.
Cleric in the back.
it's almost like a circular tunnel
Yes.
that goes all the way in a circle.
Let's go.
And there's
Spooky.
Secret tunnel.
empty bookshelves around the entire thing.
Empty bookshelves.
Empty bookshelves.
Edmund, there are no books here for you. So you just keep looking. Keep going.
Edmund's
We'll find it
nightmare.
later.
Through the
empty
tunnel.
Secret.
Did you find the
and it's
store?
that all the way to the end?
You go all the way around.
Yeah.
There's one book.
Okay.
Woo!
What is it?
Get that book, baby.
As you pick it up, it looks like a diary.
Oh, it's a diary.
Give me that diary.
It's a journal.
That diary, man.
Well, perhaps this will be
It's a
of use
man's
to
diary
us.
in the journal.
Everyone back.
Okay.
There's nothing else.
Yeah, I'll throw the dancing lights kind of more, or one of them directly over me, and I'll just open to the front page.
Looking at it, just make me No, I'll go ahead.
Save
Go
and
ahead.
throw.
Whenever you open it and start reading, you almost get like an almost diary-esque autobiography
Dear diary.
of a young lady
How you doing?
who in the beginning of the book and of the diary, you see that she tells stories of her parents doing extraordinary magic and creating items that no one has ever seen before. That's what you get in the first few pages
Right.
after reading it.
Can we
You can
control that
continue.
for the
There's a
right
lot
pages?
left.
Yeah, no, I'll just after kind of glancing at the first couple pages, I'll be like, this could be the tellings of the Enchantress herself, but it will take some time to get
Flip
through
to
it
the end.
Wasn't there another tower that had a secret room? Maybe all of the towers have secret rooms?
Well, perhaps they could all have secret rooms.
I don't think we found any other secret rooms, did we?
We haven't
Nothing
explored
in
other towers.
knowledge.
other than the
Knowledge
two.
was the one of the library. Then
Library has no
the secret
secret
rooms
rooms, and trade has no secret rooms.
Well, I believe
Yeah.
perhaps the best next course of action would be to go where this palace was. I believe the King's Hand said it was a basement, so
in the middle of town.
even if it was demolished from the top, it could be still something in there.
He volunteered to lead us there. I'm sure he could be very helpful.
Get us anywhere? What are we
I'll
hoping to
just
gain by
throw-
finding an ancient basement?
Well, he
I'm
said
not
the
tracking.
king's
Lots
store
of
was there.
magical
Maybe perhaps there is something that could help us in our
Magical
quest.
items.
Something
Was
that's
there magic in the before times?
something
Yes.
something
Or
in
level
this
up
town
here.
something in this town that could tell us about it before it was encountered by the Enchantress could be useful.
I feel like the Enchantress was pretty informed on what was going on in her city. I don't think she'd just leave a stockpile of things, but I mean, I guess we have no
Yeah,
other lead,
true.
so
I mean, still, we have nothing else.
other than
Until I
looking-
read this book, but that's gonna take all day.
Speaking of that, I do have something else I would get your opinion on once we stop moving. Found a thing on the King's corpse, but that's for later.
Okay. We can do everything we can in the sunlight and then
I agree.
do some investigation in the tavern with whatever we find.
Makes sense.
I wonder why this area would have been guarded. Is there something of importance in the book?
It was heavily worded for one book.
It could be the information about the Enchantress, which I'm hoping it is.
well.
I feel like that's
Let's
a
get you
great
somewhere
length
where you
to
can
go to
research
hide
it.
your diary. But it's Tom Riddle shit.
No, perhaps we take him
Yeah, it's a
somewhere.
purpose.
Edmund, you and Dominic, maybe perhaps you can study this book and find more information.
I'm offended I wasn't included in that lineup.
Information can be quite
You can
powerful.
bring your demon horse.
Double, I guess.
Well, I believe this is everything we could use from this place, but
No, I ate half of that.
That was good.
whatever.
She dropped a goldfish.
I ate half of a goldfish and dropped it on the floor, and he picked it up and ate the other half.
We share a bond now.
Yeah.
That's not looking at this.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
All right.
God.
So, are y'all leaving now?
Yes,
Or do you
we're
know-
leaving now.
On that note,
All right.
good job,
March back
we're
up the stairs like,
I
well, this
imagine
is worth it.
far after going down, I was like eating some radishes, you dropped it, broke them, just.
There was a 5 seconds rule in my village where we.
I think that's pretty universal, actually.
We have this too, and
Yeah.
on the ships where you train.
We had a 15-minute rule back where I'm from.
Doesn't apply in the ocean. You drop it in the ocean, it's done.
I caught a fish one time, a whale almost, on your ship.
Fucking hate wheels.
Yeah, you do.
All right, so
Let's get out of here and go back outside.
so go upstairs. Do you hide or try to put everything back, or you just
No.
leave?
We'll push the bed
door
back,
open?
I guess.
Let's-
Why? Who's coming up here?
I mean, it's just good. It's just good manners.
Edmund goes like try pushing it. He's like, "What are you doing?"
10 floors of nothingness up in the air. No one's coming up here.
Don't make a mess for no reason.
But it does. It
If
does.
the Enchantress were to return, would we like to inform her that we have her?
I think she's going to
Sure,
know when
why
her book
not?
is gone. And the
If she
or-
comes and
You
checks,
also know when
perhaps.
your book is gone. Correct?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Like you, sometimes you pass out when the
This
book is
true.
taken. From you.
It's slightly different.
I think it's better safe than sorry.
Yeah, sure, put it all back.
Straighten up.
Maybe we can use it as bait.
Don't
to
be messy
bring her
for no
here.
reason, says the noble. Come on.
Send her a message say we have her book.
I mean, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I don't think that would be.
That's
I can just yell it out into the darkness.
Please don't.
You know, Bolcom, live your life.
Well,
Live your truth.
perhaps there is something of the town and maybe the entrance of this enchantress that was written down and is contained in the vault.
So I guess we go back downstairs.
Yeah, we'll go find that guard.
Yeah, on the way down, I'll grab the guard. And I'll say, we're ready for that.
On the way down, you mean at the bottom?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're ready for that trip now.
Very well. Come on.
We're coming on. We're right behind you,
I mean,
bud.
come on.
Come on,
Very
so many
strong.
times.
All right. So he
Come
leads
on.
you to literally the center of the spires.
I throw a couple flirty eyes his way. What?
He leads you to the center of the
Oh, come
spires.
on.
Like you see the spires equal distance around you.
All the ways.
All right, is there?
It was right
Okay,
here.
I'm going.
All right, perhaps straight down then.
You want to do
You
your
going to the sewers or?
thingy?
I mean, the sewers are not directly here. They're around the town, kind of follow the streets.
I guess I'll just detect magic again, but we're not necessarily looking for magic at this point.
That could also be.
If there's any old tomes or anything,
Save your strength.
but I will do the detect magic thing and see if it
His
happens.
is free.
You don't see anything.
And I'll walk around the center because it might not have been at the exact center, so I'll kind of just do some moves.
After 10 minutes of walking in loops, you don't see anything.
Wait,
Wow,
wait.
I already burned my ghostly gaze, but
Would you like me to give you some magic?
He's gonna do the horse.
it's a class feature, not a spell. Sorry. Horse.
As it just crawls out of the ground.
Cross out of the ground.
Now, as I see him starting to do that, I'm gonna take the king's hand and turn him around and like just ask him a bullshit question, like as he's doing that.
Like, how long
Okay.
have you been-
And I'm gonna hop on the horsey.
As you like hear crackles of flame behind that.
You hear like the screams of the damned and like all these like hellfire noises, and then just horse.
And I'm like,
Sulfuric explosion.
would you like to go back to that?
I have a question above table.
Please, please.
So disguise self. If I'm riding the horse, can I extend that disguise to the horse?
Ooh.
Damn it, because I'm
Probably.
dope.
Yeah, no shot. No
All
shot.
right, I'm going to go ethereal.
But you can
You
get
do?
anybody riding the horse.
There is a
I can see
kind of
the
half
door.
caved in room below you.
Nice.
I'm gonna go to it.
Okay. You're now in it. Are you
I'm
unethereal?
gonna unethereal.
Okay. Roll me a con save.
Where did
You are
Jethro
now
go?
Out of oxygen.
That's fine.
Oh.
I don't need oxygen to live.
Just hold your breath.
I mean,
No, you didn't know.
well, as soon as I pop in, I'm gonna be like, so I mean, I'll take the con save for that. For 17.
17.
And if I realize like, oh shit, there's no oxygen here, I'm gonna go back ethereal.
Okay, you do so.
Okay. Can I? I mean, I can see. What do I see?
Crates, couple of broken chests, large beams kind of like caved down with debris on top of it, rocks, sand, dirt.
Okay.
Hold your breath, 1 plus your cons modifier.
1 plus my con modifier. Minutes.
Couple minutes.
So I have 4 minutes. I'm holding my breath.
Yep.
Jeez.
Stupid.
All right. Well, then I'm just gonna.
But then like no one can help you. So if you pass that, you're like dead.
But wait. So do I have to make a check, or do I just get 4 minutes?
When a creature runs out of breath or is choking, it can survive a number of minutes equal to its con modifier, minimum of 1 round. At the start of its next turn, it drops to 0 and is dying. It can't regain hit points or be stabilized until it can breathe again.
So it's a 4 rounds or 4 minutes.
You can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your con modifier, minimum of 30 seconds.
Okay.
When you
So
run
I have
out-
4
when you
minutes
run
of being
out-
in here.
When you run out, you can survive
Yeah.
a number of rounds equal to your con modifier.
So
Okay,
minutes.
so I can spend 3 minutes down here, dig through some shit. Ethereal. Go take a breath. Back. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Yay?
Maybe.
A creature with a con of 14 can hold his breath.
You're also doing this cross realm, so it's not quite exact rules.
Ooh.
In that case, I will go to the center of this room,
Mhm.
while ethereal, and go straight up.
'Kay.
Am I in anybody's space right now?
No, they're nearby, but not.
Okay, I'm going to become material again and wave everyone over.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
It's straight down.
What's up, girl?
Like straight down.
How you doing?
Do you have
It's like
I don't
15
know what
feet straight down.
I don't know what you guys would call it, but it is it's a stick with a piece of metal on
Like
the
spoons,
end.
but bigger?
Spear.
A sword.
Something you would
Exactly.
stab
That's a
someone.
shovel.
Shovel.
We call them shovels here in the normal world.
Oh, we used to kill our enemies with them.
Shovels?
Well, there's a metal on the end of a stick. We would stab them.
That's a spear, not a shovel.
All right. So anyway, no, we don't have a shovel.
I'm going to dismiss my horse.
It crawls right back down.
Thank you. And I'm going to, I guess, we start digging.
'Kay.
We don't have anything magical to do this with. We got to do this.
You even have shovels?
I mean,
That's what
I
I
could try
just
this.
asked about.
I point to the ring of the ram.
We have an axe.
Do it.
boom, boom. That's a jackhammer, bro.
It's-
We have an axe. We have a sword. We have sharp stuff. Are we standing on wood or are we standing on like stone?
Horses can dig, right?
No.
Only
Surely.
in and out of hell.
Not even a little bit.
So
Are we standing on wood or are we standing on stone?
Give me an hour and I can have 2 minutes.
right now it's cobblestone.
It's 15 feet down.
I'm not smacking.
What are we looking for here?
There's a room 15 feet below us.
What are we looking for?
There's a room 15 foot below us. I don't know beyond
We
that.
found that room, but did you see anything good in the room?
A lot of boxes, a lot of broken stuff.
Perhaps the guards could help us dig down here.
True. I mean, this is where they said the vault is.
What?
Could be useless, could be not useless.
Who said the vault's here?
The hand of the king. Where have you been, Dominic?
700 years ago, this is where the vault of the king was.
700 years ago, it doesn't sound like this town was very big.
Yeah, I don't.
Do I know enough about
Listen, you're really
my
crushing my vibe right now.
cantrip?
The potatoes have liquefied by now.
Because it was in the book when I got
I'm
it.
with you.
So I don't know if arcanely I know enough about this cantrip, but I'm going to see if there's any details about the cantrip gust. Because I create wind.
You
And, like,
don't think it'd be even strong enough to get past the cobblestone.
No. Does it produce oxygen?
Oh, that's interesting.
Like if I use gust and produce wind,
So
is it oxygenated air?
I make wind.
Can we make an airboat?
roll me an intelligence check. Or you can use your magic modifier.
I like
It's
that.
intelligence.
It's a good thought.
But he also gets his
Proficiency.
proficiency on that.
Me and my horse. Still
So what am I doing? Intelligence
We're making a
modifier?
spell modifier,
Use your spell modifier, yeah.
which should also
Like you were
be an
rolling to
intelligence
hit,
modifier.
basically.
Oh,
Yeah,
like I was
you're
rolling to hit. Okay. So that is 22.
22. So it doesn't necessarily create oxygen, it just moves the air that is currently there.
Okay, so if it's oxygenless air, it wouldn't do anything. Okay.
Good thought, though. That's super cool.
I'm gonna go start looking for a shovel.
Have fun. I don't think we know
We need a pickaxe for cobblestone.
All right, are we just committed to this, or we're just committed to this?
I mean, I can't think of anything else. Do we have another lead?
We send.
Well, we could read the book that we found in the king's tower.
Absolutely. And while he reads, we can.
Is anyone able to hold their breath for a good amount of time?
Nope.
I got 3 minutes.
I can hold my breath for.
So
What
fine
should we say?
for sale.
1 minute per con
You
mod.
see everything there. So you're
Who's got the highest con mod is what I'm asking.
How?
Dominic,
Yo,
5 minutes for me.
the things you gave me
6 for
earlier,
me.
can I have some more?
+5.
yeah, sure. I'll pull out.
What? I missed.
Just in case there's
Come
trouble.
on. I'll pull out 5 gold, thinking I'm
Oh.
figuring out what she's trying to do, shovels. So
Yeah.
I'll just give her 5 gold.
Okay, I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a shovel. I'm gonna try and walk out with it.
Ma'am, that's
Here you go.
Thank you.
Most expensive shovel.
I'm not there.
It was like 3 days worth of like a tavern and meals.
I'm gonna start.
She goes back with
She
one
goes
shovel.
back with one shovel.
Dominic knows that. Yeah, it's okay. We're working on something here. We're working.
I got
on
it.
You-
I got it from that shop over there.
You know that scene?
I mean, he was a very easy man to deal with. You should go get some more.
I like easy men.
Mhm.
You know that scene in This Is the End where they're just like hitting the ground trying to find like the. It's just us with the axes.
So I'm
like,
gonna be like
oh,
furiously digging for
How
Your strength.
how far are we trying to go down?
15
11.
feet.
15 feet.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
a
that
lot.
bad, but
That's
it's not
like-
special.
That's a
Rooms,
lot.
the room is 15 feet below us. I'm telling you that right now.
It's a
So
lot.
she's like smacking this cobblestone, and she's getting like
Alright.
a couple chips off and
So
with the shovel.
if there's cobblestone, I'm gonna clear the cobblestone with the ring on the ram. We're gonna try to at least break it open, then we'll start worrying about the dirt.
Okay.
If we're committed to this, I guess.
And do we have
I
anything else to do?
think the ethereal thing.
Could you not just go like you did in the
30
labyrinth?
minutes at a time.
Yes, go down and look
Yeah,
and see
well,
what it is.
that's why I asked everyone out loud, like how long you can hold your breath.
Remdil
And they were
seems
both
to
like
be a
5 minutes.
Stout of heart. You can probably go.
I mean, let's just go
Just
down
so
there and do a
Homer
quick
knows, I'm gonna
investigation.
kill someone with this shovel at some point.
So,
Alright.
okay, fine. I'll
I've
take
been
5.
told
Alder
that
and
it can
Remdo.
be a weapon.
All 3 of us go down to the pit.
It is a weapon.
Yes, if we stay down there 1 minute at a time, I feel like it'll be quite safe.
We went
Can
into
you
the
bring
pit.
objects into the ethereal realm with you, or just people?
As long as they're on my person when I take them.
Remdil, do you have
Okay.
like a random object? Like just a random object that you can hold?
Not really.
Okay. I'm gonna hand you just a think my what do I have? I'm gonna
have a
hand
lot of random
you
objects.
my loot, and I'm gonna cast the light cantrip on it. So now it
Why?
We have
So
because
now
you
you
don't
can
have
see.
you don't have dark
Yes, I
vision.
do.
Oh, why did you just say
I mean,
that
to
you
be fair,
did?
I just
It's
thought
a
I did.
misconception that he does not have dark vision. He does have dark vision. I just
Stop
keep
saying
forgetting.
that people don't have dark
I
vision.
keep forgetting that he has dark vision.
Edmund
I don't have
is
dark
the
vision.
only one,
Human.
and you.
Human.
Okay.
We're human.
I am the only one trying to be helpful right
You
now.
can
I
cast
got a
it.
shovel. I'm casting light.
You're the only one. I
I'm
am actively teleporting between planes to take us through the earth.
And you did
I don't want to do
nothing.
that. All right, keep fucking digging.
All right, so
All right,
We're going down.
anyway, we do.
We go downstairs. You keep digging.
what can we see in
I'm
6
not going to
minutes?
tell her what we're doing. I want to see her keep digging.
Well, and I was saying before you guys would leave, like,
Sorry.
perhaps only a minute or two at a time.
Yes,
Better
that's
to be
fine.
safe.
Let's go, boys. Let's
So who's going?
Us 3. 'Cause I gotta
1,
drive.
2, 3?
I'm driving. There.
I'm tired of digging holes, Grandpa. Let's tune in.
All right, we're down below. I guess start opening boxes.
Beaver's
can we-
name
what do
not
we see?
Movie.
And there was chests too.
So as you go through planes, you lose half of your breath immediately.
That's fine.
So you have 30 seconds.
No, I have 2 minutes.
Crap.
They have 3. Correct?
2.5.
2.5.
Oh, my
He's
bad.
got 3.
We got 2 minutes. I'll keep time, and I'm going to count mentally. I have 2 minutes, so I'm going to count to 90.
But I mean, you don't know that. Just whenever you feel your breath starting.
Yeah, as you feel a little lightheaded, give me a warning, which it'll be me first. So
You guys see Team America World Police?
yeah,
I
so
think he's
all right.
saying, "Kiss me, kiss me."
All right, so let's start. What we see? Chests, boxes. What do we see?
Broken boxes, chests,
Y'all,
crates, barrels.
we don't have to waste time with this. Hold on. As long as we're holding the items, we can just teleport them with us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can just
That's
ferry
why
chests.
I literally asked that.
Listen, I was listening.
Going to the
You answered
closest
me.
chest
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh,
to pick it up.
Yep,
Pick it up.
I'm down for this
You
idea.
cannot pick it up. Actually, no. What is your strength at?
The +5. Is that a
Can the two of them pick it up?
You can pick it up.
Okay.
Can they
Yeah.
He's a 22. So.
Y'all can pick up chests.
Okay, so each of you grab a chest.
We're pairing.
Is there anything I can pick up?
What's your strength?
What can I do? 10 books.
There's some broken things you can pick up.
What do I see? Any knickknacks?
You see a round object that looks like it's made of glass.
Question: would detect magic work interplanar?
We're on the material.
I already did.
We went
I already
material.
did detect.
We're on the material.
Down there though.
Yes.
I have 60 feet. If
Yeah,
it's only
there's-
15 feet.
So everything is lighting up, or nothing's lighting
Nothing's
up?
lighting up.
Oh, okay, nothing's magic. Okay, cool.
But gold doesn't light up.
That's what I'm thinking here.
Valuable.
That's been my mindset this entire time. Is there's probably
Some
money down there.
700-year-old antique. Hopefully.
Okay, so each of you grab a chest, pull them close. We have to be within 5 feet of each other. I'm gonna grab my globe, and we're going to bloop, back out of here.
Okay. Y'all appear.
But wait, I would like to return behind Farah.
Farah.
I know what I said. And I'm going to look at them, and then we're gonna unload everything. Can we open these chests? Like, are they just like?
Keep ferrying. We will take
The
it.
chest you open up has like it's gold, but it's not the modern gold coin. But it is actual gold coins,
So it's better.
Gold melts.
Right.
So
Worth more.
and it's just probably
I hear them come back.
about 6 pounds of it.
I take one and I throw it at Farah.
I rolled a 25 perception, so I knew that you guys came back.
Caught it.
Yeah.
The stuff you open, it looks like a lot of like very dusty formal robes.
I mean, do we just want to rinse repeat this to get everything out of the
Yeah.
Farah, keep digging.
The globe you
I'm
have
not
is
doing it
a
anymore.
glass globe that's got a large
How
crown.
many
in
people
it.
can you
That's
take?
it. That's what we want.
2?
Yeah, me and 2 others.
I'll say. Sorry, I moved this. If you want to take these 2, they don't need debris. They can sort everything, and then you take your time just grabbing stuff.
Say that again. What?
The zombies,
Oh.
they don't need debris. So
I mean,
they
either
can-
way, it's instantaneous. I go down, they grab 2 items, we take them back up. I go down
Well,
and have
keep them down there. They can organize stuff. They can
Okay.
ignore the.
Do your
The roads,
zombies know how to
yeah.
put things in alphabetical order or something?
We're gonna find out.
Okay.
I've never done this
I mean,
before.
2 trips then. I take them down, take
Yeah.
the zombies, tell them to
What did you
start.
tell them? You can't tell them. What did you tell
No,
them?
I'm telling him what to tell them.
Okay.
Tell them to just move
I-
precious items to one area.
Yeah, that's probably too complicated. I'll just say bring everything together gently. I don't know. I've never done it before, so we'll see.
Come
What
back
happens.
up, grab these 2, and go back down.
Listen, gold isn't gonna shatter, so
We're gonna grab 2 more items.
Dominic thinks this is a
Okay.
good
Chest,
idea.
chest.
So we raid the.
How many
we raid
chests are there? Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna rinse and repeat this process until everything is out of the vault and above the.
So after a few hours,
That's fine. We have nothing but time.
Yeah.
that was the only gold yet. So you get 6 pounds of old gold coins.
Give it immediately to Jethro.
Who wrote that down?
So
6
how
pounds
many?
of gold is what in value? Just tell me the value.
6 pounds? You said the chest was barely heavy enough for them to lift.
It's heavy. It's made of
I can
steel
pick up 6
and
pounds. Well, I guess the chest itself
like
is
oak
probably
wood.
not heavy.
6 pounds of gold is like that much gold.
Yeah.
And like that's all that was in there?
It also,
It's like
if,
that
if
much
it's minted
gold?
into coins, it's gonna take up more
This
space.
is a gold box.
you found the formal
Regardless.
robes,
Either way, formal robes.
Listen, I'm one of the
you
king of
found-
robes already, so.
like silks and linens.
What else? Keep going. Just down the list.
You had some random books.
Edmund, here.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I'll
nice.
just go through those.
Yep, did nothing of value. Nothing useful.
Like storybooks in the vault.
Yeah, they're all kind of falling apart too.
Bedtime stories.
Um,
I mean, 700-year-old stories.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Of the pillars? Of the pillars?
Probably not.
you get a couple of gemstones. You got a malachite.
Worth?
Malachite worth 10 gold. You get a white sapphire worth about 5. And you got
I'm not
a
even gonna justify that.
you got a diamond shard probably worth about 2 gold.
All right, so this is food for our friends down below. I'm gonna put that in my bag.
Oh,
Mhm.
I'm gonna put it in my bag holding as
Raised in like
Umber Fae food.
Umber Fae food. Yeah.
raised in like an army.
And that's the rest of it is junk or stuff that's falling apart or decaying.
Alright.
So
Did you have a chance to
I'll
read
spend
the
a few hours
journal?
doing this.
I'm gonna take I'm gonna take one of the gold pieces to our guy if he's still hanging out, and be like,
The one that used to be at the top floor.
I'm talking about the King's Hand.
Okay.
And you recognize this?
Very much so. That was the currency back then. I thought I would have had some on me, but I guess not.
And then I'll go to the guard and I say, "Do you remember this currency as well?
Very much so.
And is it worth anything here today besides its weight in gold?"
It's about each coin is about double the value now,
Ah, I see.
just for a collection standpoint.
Yes, is there a collector in
So-
town perhaps that would pay?
He used to be about midway up the spire.
Do you know where he lives?
I have an idea.
You just don't
I
know where
think-
he added the
I think he's in the eastern part of town.
Eastern part. Investigate.
Very well. Well, perhaps he would be able to take this off our hands for some more modern currency.
We'll take. I mean, honestly, anything's
Right.
profit at this point.
Right.
So we really. What was the cracked globe? Just a cracked orb.
It's a cracked glass orb. That's all it was.
Yep, crack orb.
Nothing was magic, so.
Yeah,
So it's-
nothing magical, nothing extremely valuable except for the gold.
You're gonna drop it.
So
I mean, there's some
what's-
silks and linens.
What's the plan?
Well,
And as much as I
We need to
enjoy
read that
digging-
book.
That was all
Well,
I-
perhaps Jethro and Farah could take our good old boy who's been so good to us here for another drink at the far plane. I believe he's had enough time waiting on us.
Yes, Farah is drinking a lot, so she could go with him.
Well, they are the most hospitable to be around, and perhaps could talk him through what's happened with relative ease.
Farrah can talk them through. Yes, I can drink a lot. Yes,
I'd be happy to do that.
she would be. I will be happy to take
If
it.
someone would like to accompany me, perhaps one of you two stronger ones, we may be able to find this man on the eastern part of town and offload this into something we can use.
I will be happy to accompany you, Edmund.
And as for Dominic and Rimdale, perhaps going to see what the garrison looks like in the Tower of, what was it, Combat?
The spire
Or
of
the Spire? Because we haven't looked there once yet.
no, but it's basically where the guards are.
Yeah.
That's actually what I was about to say.
Fire of Commander of Guard.
Spire of Guard.
Spire of the commander.
Spire of the
I
Commander.
believe,
Hero.
I believe you two, perhaps some of the more combat
Hero.
inept, or not inept, but adept, and
The complete opposite.
would be perhaps best on terms if they have magical fighters or martial fighters. And the city has innocents inside that need to be protected from the likes of that callous bitch Ruby and others like her. So perhaps we will do our best to defend this city, even though bad things have happened.
So go to the Spire of the Commander for what reason? Just to see how they're.
See if they're able to defend themselves, or if they have any sort of plan enacted without this enchantress watching over them.
Understood?
And anything else you may learn, of course, is
Also, if you guys could just check and see if the magical force field is still in effect,
I
the one
assume,
that keeps us from walking out.
It was down because all the lockers were open.
yeah.
I assume
Yeah,
not,
The
but
lizard
confirm.
people could come in if they wanted to.
I forgot about
And the
lizard
werewolves.
people. I forgot about lizard people. Also, I'm gonna point to the sky. Big dude's still up there.
Is he still here?
And he's a good.
He's like flying around. So
He's
Roll
good
a
fighter.
perception check.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
God.
yesterday he was out.
I
Like,
rolled it into my bowl.
you said just perception.
I'm fucking done.
22.
24.
20.
If y'all look up far enough or
Two.
enough, y'all will eventually see in the distance what looks like the dragon flying. So
How
Is it
far
like
is it?
patrolling?
Like
very, very far.
Like
Like hovering or patrolling?
thousands or
Like
hundreds?
speck
He's
in the
not.
sky.
He's never in the same spot. So you definitely see him flying around.
Hundreds or thousands?
it's a speck.
I just thought
it's
of
a star
something
in
we
the
should have
sky.
asked
Yeah.
for.
You got a very large dragon
Should I assume?
that is very
Anyone?
small in the sky.
How are they tracking us?
Thousands.
I'd say it's 2020.
Tens of
As
thousands.
soon as the range of the point.
Throw my axe at
It'd be good to confirm that.
Alright. I guess we're going to the bar. Let's go.
I did
Well,
plan
our
on
next
talking
jumped.
with the commander of the guard
Can
to
we ask
see
if you
my
ask one of
goal,
those and
and
just
I'm
say,
glad
like,
you said that,
that
was
for
to
this?
ask if these people are actually trained or just relying on the enchantress. But if just relying on the enchantress and not trained, like I would spend probably the rest of the day until like the sun fades, and I know people are going to be at the far plane to talk about the book and other things, but I would spend that time like training with people, since that's what I used to do with the guards back in my town.
Okay. So you go do that.
That's where Dominic and I were going to head. And
Okay.
that was what I was going to get to before.
I'm just inspecting, seeing if they have a plan, and he's doing that.
Okay.
But just so we're in pairs. Is
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
thought,
yeah.
So, who is going? What are you
Far
y'all doing?
plane.
Far
Far
plane
plane.
with the
Far
king.
playing with the king.
And they're trying to get information out of the king. They're trying to make sure the town is safe and whatever other information they
Yep.
can find.
And what are you two doing?
We're trying to go find the dude. So we'll probably go to the Spire of Trade first, ask the merchants where the guy who deals in old gold is, and then go to his house and try to do some exchange.
Roll perception checks or charisma checks.
Charisma or what? Perception?
Charisma.
Charisma or perception.
12.
For which one?
Me.
I'm just asking people like
Okay.
if they know this dude.
9
For which one?
perception.
Looking around, you don't see anything familiar that would even be close to the gold that you're looking at. Asking around, you do get an idea of who you're looking for now. They, based on the confusion of where everyone is now, they can't tell you exactly where he is there right now. But you do know he lives in the east part of town.
Okay. So do I get a name from any of them?
Yes, Jala. Jala.
I'll go to the. We'll head to the eastern part of town, and perhaps they are more familiar with their neighbors than just simply the Spire of Trade.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
As y'all do that, you two going to the far plane.
Mhm.
Are y'all just basic conversations?
I need at least an hour of downtime.
Okay.
Like for a short rest or whatever.
No, I don't want to rest. I'm a max.
I think I'm gonna ask the King's Hand, like, just everything he can tell me about his past life.
He basically tells you, after a few drinks, that he was just a basic merchant. He sold general goods. His family has been doing it. It's like a family trade, and he doesn't know what happened lately.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much his whole story.
And he didn't know, like, anything about the world before.
He knew a little bit, but as a group, y'all have known more than
Mhm.
he's telling you.
That answers what I want to know.
I'm going to be drinking at the bar the entire time this happens.
You two getting to the y'all going specifically to the commander, try and talk to him. Okay.
Mhm.
And you're just kind of investigating the area at the same time.
Yeah, well, when we first get there, I'll hang out
Okay.
and see what the deal is.
All right. So getting in there, it's more of a barracks situation. You do find the commander. He kind of looks like he's at a desk. Harrow. Yeah.
Nice.
He looks up at you. Can I help you?
Yeah, I was just kind of wondering, I know the Enchantress magic is gone.
Yes.
If your guards are actually trained. I mean, no offense, but
They are as well trained as we can be with our martial weapons. They're trained in the longbow and the scimitar.
would you care if I sparred with a couple with scimitar? Of course, not for.
I am sorry, but we are kind of dealing with most of our guard on the border right now, kind of patrolling the walls. We've had a few attacks lately, and we're just trying to protect the walls from the civilians.
Attacks from what? If I can.
Quite a bit, honestly. We've actually lost about 6 men so far.
Could it be maybe werewolves or
That was one, yes, but
lizard folk?
no, we have not had any lizard folk out there yet.
Yeah.
We have heard that there was someone said something
Yes. It was
about.
us.
Yep.
You're not
I
even
was
there.
All right. That was us when we came in. I believe someone from my
My
party
bad.
talked about
Well,
seeing
kinda
the
flows.
lizard folk and werewolves fight.
Yes, well, we haven't had any lizard folk, just the werewolves. And honestly, we had a few other creatures, and I think there was some lion-headed human-faced monstrosity
Oh
of a
shit, am I
creature.
there? I know what that is.
You're not there.
Curly headed.
There
I know
probably
that.
could be about anything coming to your gates, or at least in this area, as all those rifts you weren't worried about a long time ago, and up until just the other day, will now be crashing into your walls.
I see that.
So
I assume there's a citywide alarm type thing if something threatens to breach that we could hear.
There used to be. Now it's just word of mouth because everything is no longer under the power of the enchanters.
Maybe look into getting just a big ass normal bell so everyone in the city knows what's happening.
Enchant.
We would be looking into that as soon as we have a lull in this attack.
Well, we're always happy to help if we know what's going on.
if you have an idea of like kind of the whereabouts, maybe the were creatures or whatever is attacking, if they're coming from the same side all the time, and
No, that's the problem. We've actually started fortifying a side because it is damaged.
is it the
We
same
are
group hitting that side?
no. We have probably fended off half a dozen attacks by now. And it's only been, what, 24 hours if that? Not even 24
Or
hours.
if it looks like it's going to get dire, and you have a spare runner to find us. Like I said, you're not completely out of magic. You have some
No.
tricks.
It would help if one of you could somehow get some of the armory that's in the top of the tower trade
Bring it here.
here.
Yeah.
We are running low on arrows.
Arrows. Understood. Got it.
I'll make it worth your while.
We'll get right on that.
The armory in the Tower of Trade,
Trade.
Top floor.
or the Tower of the Commander?
The Tower of the Commander is actually the only tower that was not enchanted the way the other ones were. Looking
They have
inside,
stairs and shit?
they have actual stairs.
They got stairs.
They got ladders.
There you go.
The Advanced Society. They got
Yeah, right.
stairs.
It is literally built differently than everything else. The actual spire itself is
built
not the
different.
same, but there's ladders still intact. There's stairs still intact. It was meant to be maneuvered multiple ways. There are definitely the center stones that were like all the others. Those are definitely at the bottom, but there's multiple staircases and ladders that make it maneuverable.
Okay.
That are still intact.
And they're not going to let him spar or mess around or anything.
There's literally anyone that is in the tower besides the commander is asleep or injured.
Well,
Can beat up an injured man.
you want to run some errands, I
Need
guess?
souls. Yeah, we should. Well, I have no way to get to.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to grab Edmund or
Uh,
Jethro to do some flying shit.
actually, I can probably come in myself.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Now, what else are y'all doing as they're starting to venture back?
We're heading to the eastern part of town, and now that we have a name,
Mhm.
we're gonna just ask around.
All right. Start asking around. Roll a charisma check.
I want to use intimidation.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Tell me what I want to know.
Where
That's
is he?
okay.
So he overrides me pretty heavily.
What is your intimidation you're doing?
21. I'm just grabbing folks from the street, lifting them up, and asking them where our friend, whatever his name is. Jala. Jala. Jeeloa.
Are you discriminating when
Jello.
you're grabbing?
Female version of Jello.
The more formal version of Jala.
It's specifically pink.
That's
Jello.
right.
All right. You get an elderly man,
Oh no.
Jello.
very, very old high elf. So he is probably in the
Thousands.
thousands of years old.
Where's Jala?
You pick him up and hear a crack, and he's like, he lives in the house that way.
Good. Down to the side. Keep going.
He's not.
Here's this way. This way, Edmund.
That's elderly abuse.
Oh, yes.
They don't have
Sorry,
that
I
kind
wasn't
of
paying
thing here.
attention.
Jethro's
I rolled a natural
personally,
one. I'm
personally offended.
You're reading the book.
Say what you want.
We
Welcome,
find the house. I
My
kick the
mind
door
is on the
down.
library.
You kick the door
I
down.
kick the door down.
welcome gets results.
He like jumps out of bed.
Jala!
By the way, it's like sunset.
Jala!
Yes.
Sorry for my friend here. Calm down, boy.
Oh, sorry. I moved it. We wanted to aggression.
You didn't
Sorry about that. I'm gonna like lift the door back up and like mend the hinges with mending.
Nice.
And be like, sorry, it's been a long day. We heard you were the one dealing in this sort of old coinage, and I'll motion to you to set down the chest and open it.
Yes. You could have waited till morning. I was going to go down to market.
I know, I'm so sorry, but we heard you were on the second level of the market, which is out of commission at the moment, and well, let's just say we are on a bit of a timetable.
Very well. Do you mind?
Yes, of course, inspect.
He takes a minute, looks at everything. Let's see, you have around 500 to 600 pieces here. I can probably offer you about 12,000 gold pieces for this.
Yes. Do you have platinum? A bit easier to carry.
I have
of course.
some platinum, yes.
Well, as you're the expert and we are not, suppose we'll have to take your word that is a good deal.
All right, you get 1,200 platinum.
Do you want me to put it in the bag of holding with the other platinum?
It's a lot of that.
So you're like carrying around this hefty backpack of platinum now?
Okay, I'm fine.
Yeah, you got it.
Curious
Yeah.
yourself.
But I guess we will eventually give it to you, so you
I was
can.
gonna say, I was just thinking for adding purposes.
Yeah.
1,200?
1,200 platinum.
We thank you for your service. I have one question for you. What do you know of the Enchantress?
She is a very wonderful woman, but
Oh,
she unfortunately has left us. I have not figured out why yet.
I'm gonna
Abandoned.
like look in my book while they're talking and do my detect magic. Little gold ring will come around the outside of my iris, and I'll just kind of look around his house just while we're standing there.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing at all.
Don't lose anything from it.
Well, just know that we are in the city now. We
He's a
will take care of you now that
shit.
the Enchantress is gone.
Very well. Can you fix the stairs, the platforms that go up the center of the tower?
You do not need to go up the tower. We will take you there.
I
if you
have
need it.
some things up there on the second level still.
They're valuable.
Yes.
I'm sure we could do something like that. How far is the eastern part of town from like the Spire of Trade?
Probably about a good 45-minute walk.
Really? It's a big ass town.
It's 30 minutes for the rest of us.
But is it on the way back to the far plane?
The far plane's kind of in the center of town. Far plane and the spires are very centrally located.
So it's pretty close to the far plane.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd like to go right now, we're heading back to the far plane. And
I'd honestly like to get back to bed. I've been.
you said it was like sunset.
In
It's an old
in 3 days' time, meet us at the bottom of the spire. We will take you to the top.
3 days.
3 days.
No,
Yes.
just tomorrow is fine.
Oh well, okay, that's fine.
Like I said,
Monday's
timetable.
time.
Timetable is what we're on.
I'll be at the market at the base tomorrow.
Yes.
If you don't mind finding me.
around when the sun is highest in the sky.
Very well.
Noon's the word for that.
I don't know if they have.
We appreciate your
Does
patronage.
noon exist?
Who doesn't have noon?
Like, does 2 p.m. exist? Does 3 p.m. exist?
2 might not, but noon does.
Is 12 ticks okay?
Oh, that's right. They use those dumb tick things.
Oh yeah. 12 ticks. Yes, I believe I remember what that is. Yes. When the sun is highest in the sky, 12 ticks.
I say good day. Walk off.
Good day, Spike.
I say good day.
I said good day.
All right.
All right. So you all meet up at the far plane,
Mm-hmm.
unless y'all are doing anything different.
Nope.
Okay. Y'all are probably about 3 or 4 drinks in at this point.
Has it been about an hour?
Well over by the time they get back.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure my thing was handled.
I'm gonna take like some money out of that shit
How much you want?
to put in my pocket.
So I can subtract it from mine.
I'll just put 100 flat.
100.
Been adjusted.
So Jethro.
Just so I have a little
If
bit
we're
of
all-
money.
I mean,
if
so
we're,
everyone
if we
back?
like separate,
We're all in a big
and
party
I see
now?
something, I need.
You guys are back?
Going back.
You guys are back? Alright, cool. You've been doing this. I've been at the bar the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Just vibing.
Learning about his life.
Pharaoh, what have you learned?
This deal.
Not much.
Cool. We brought you many platinum for the group.
Cool.
And I assume Edmund comes over and handles that exchange.
He comes over because men
Well,
cannot
he's
carry that much.
carrying.
Slam it on the table.
And we're just gonna like
Clink, 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 clink.
hand like just like open the bag, slide it over the top, and dump.
Just like you're like scraping handfuls of platinum into the bag.
We make the exchange.
Yep.
I'm very excited to have 13,000 gold on my possession right now. It's a great day.
Well, you have some, less than that. A little bit.
No, we have 13,000. If you count everything we have at this point, we're rocking around
Oh, okay.
13,000.
Okay.
Alright.
So what are y'all doing anything at all in the far plane? It's
I
just past sunset right now.
don't know if we want to do it today or if we're done for the day, but the guard city wall's doing okay, getting attacked all the time.
Oh,
He
thank
did
you.
mention if we were willing to go back up to the Spire of Trade, right? And grab the shipment of arrows.
Yes, I'm meeting the man who gave us the platinum for the
Old gold.
old gold around the 12 tick of their time. So
Knock up two
knocking
birds.
two birds with one stone, maybe
Yeah.
best.
Um,
But for
is there
now,
wildlife?
I'd like to read into this diary and
Yeah, if this reveals something about Enchantress,
or her abilities. It could be quite useful.
Okay.
So, good night to you all. I feel we've gotten a lot done.
Yeah.
And I will grab a bottle of wine off the shelf,
Man.
I'll open it up, pop the cork, and walk on to
Man.
my room.
Okay. Are the rest of you just doing a couple drinks and going to bed?
Yeah, food,
I'm hanging out with Jethro tonight.
food, drink, and bed.
real quick, because it's. Well, I'll show you that.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Real quick before we're winding down, is Farah sitting at the table just drinking?
Yeah.
Dominic is very awkwardly going to attempt to explain the concept of currency. Just like one of these is worth 10 of these. One of these is worth 10 of these. And I'll say.
And I'm going to point to the platinum and the silver, and I'm going to say, but those two look the same.
Yes, well, you see, while that is true, it's really just a construct. It's not actually worth as much. It's just people agree that this is worth it. It's easier than carrying around 1,000 shovels. You just hold one of these. By the way, a shovel's worth about 2 of these and hold up 2 silver. So,
Right. Oh, so I got a bargain for them because you said that one of those is more than the gold one.
this continues for a while.
And at the end, I'm going to say, maybe it would be a good idea. I can't get through this without laughing. Maybe it would be a good idea if I had some to practice with.
Like a loan of some sort.
Jethro does not give any money if you ask. I'm just gonna make that clear.
Dominic will give you 10 copper, 10 silver, 10 gold, and 1 platinum out of what he still has from earlier stuff.
Got it.
And I'll say,
Just make
if you make an exchange, just let me know.
Got it.
Feel free to ask advice. It's just up to you. My family's big into this stuff, and it just kind of hurts my brain when it's done wrong. So,
Perhaps I could go buy a drink.
Just wait till I explain credit.
if you want my advice before, that's fine. If you want to spread your wings, that's fine.
So I'm gonna go
She
over.
does have wings,
Well, you
I've seen
can
them
you
before.
can come watch me and then tell me what I did wrong.
Watch
Right.
now.
Sound good?
And I am going to go to the bar and order a round of drinks for everyone.
Okay. All right, that would be.
Your
Let's see, how many are here? Including the 2 in the corner there?
No.
So just
Oh, wait,
the
yes.
6.
7 of you.
Yeah.
5.
Oh, I'm gone.
Yeah,
And you're also gone?
The
Or?
king is with us.
I'll still be here at this point.
Okay.
I want to see this.
Yeah, I'm settled up next to Jethro.
I'm sitting on the bar. I actually have the money in my hand, so depending on how this plays out, I might do something.
It's gonna be on.
Yeah.
That'd be 15 gold pieces.
We're gonna hear that.
Okay, so you said that.
Go to.
You only have 10 gold. You
And a
can
platinum.
change somehow.
And a platinum. She has a platinum.
Yeah, I know.
So
I'm going to kind of catch the bartender's eye, and I'm going to hold up 2 platinum and just kind of nod to him and put it back away.
So I'm gonna.
That's will do right here. He takes the platinum piece.
Okay. I did it! So this
At
is
any
worth
point
15
it's changed.
platinum.
Roll a perception check.
Yeah, because Dominic is like actively looking.
Because you were like, wait, that doesn't add up.
15 plus 8.
You saw the bartender look over towards Jethro.
I don't know what that means, but noted.
But once he looked over there, he said, this'll do.
So after she turns around, like to say like, "Oh, this worked," I'm gonna take the 2 platinum and settle him.
Okay.
Does he bring
Just because I
change
really
back
want to
any-
cripple this education.
No.
It's hilarious.
But he does heavily pour these drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah?
Can I help you?
My nose bleeds a little bit. Shake it up.
So I'm
It's
saddling up
always tomorrow.
at the bar next to Jethro. I'm gonna sit next to Jethro and say, Jethro, my friend,
Yes. Yes. Paul.
we've not had time to talk
Oh
recently.
God. Jethro rubbed his eyes.
How are
Where
you
is
feeling
this
about all
going?
this? What are you thinking?
Grand. And never been better.
You're doing okay. You're
Yep.
drinking a lot, so I just was curious.
Fantastic, I say as I pour myself another drink.
Well, perhaps we could discuss your connection with Avaricia. How's that going?
To Satan.
Great.
How's Satan do?
Things have never been better.
She speaks to you?
Yes, daily.
Okay.
Hmm.
I just worry about you, my friend.
You should.
I'll chime into that conversation. What is there to worry about?
Nothing. I need to use the little gentleman's room, if I may. I'm gonna excuse myself to go to the bathroom.
Take a bodyguard and a zombie follows you.
Okay.
Sing a whole
How
Just making it
intelligent
awkward.
are these zombies?
What do you tell the zombie?
What?
What do you tell the zombie?
Stick close to him.
Okay. It walks towards you, and it kind of hits you a little bit with his shoulder, but just continues walking next to you.
Okay. I step into the restroom. I do not let him follow me.
You like push the zombie out, close the door,
Yes.
kind of thing. You hear like
He continues to hit the wall.
You hear like
That's fine. I'm in the restroom.
you hear knocking from.
I'm
where
just
you walk.
I'm just returning the pettiness. That's all that's happening.
Well, fair. Now that Jethro is gone, I guess I should inform you that, he is a troubled man. He has several voices in his head, one of which is a devil from the 9 hells. There are others that talk to him.
Demon, actually.
Yeah, it's something.
No.
I know. Just like you know platinum.
So if he seems not to want to respond to me, but maybe you could get close to him.
Oh, I don't think that'll help anything. I'm not sure that he's ready for new friends.
So as you guys continue the conversation, you step out and read the book with a bottle of wine, I'm assuming?
Full read of the book.
All right, Edmund. So as you walk up the stairs, as you go to your guest house and get in a room, you sit on a pretty comfortable chair, pop the bottle, and start reading. Getting past the first few months of this book, it seems to skip a period of time where it seems to be an older.
So they were dated.
The handwriting changes slightly. It becomes a little bit more formal, and it doesn't talk about mom and dad anymore.
Okay.
You now understand. The childhood seems to have been in a very early period, predating maybe even most of the gods. You now get the idea this girl had a very high magic life. Everything seemed to be created with magic. The parents seem to have been creating magical items. Now, on this part of the book, you hear her talking about a group of what seems to be higher members of society that are making a plan to get rid of a chaotic magic that has seemed to form. there is a name called Isa that you get. And later on, a few pages later, it looks like this girl, who still hasn't mentioned her own name, she is now talked about this lady named Isa getting groups together, and she's been chosen for a group along with 11 other members. This group has been told to go with select materials and a book to read. They said this book is supposed to help
Hold on
get
one
rid of
second.
magic.
So Isis in unnamed narrator is chosen for 112. Group materials brought with special book.
In this diary,
Did she mention if she was part of Isis group?
she did not. She just said Isa has chosen her to be in a group. Continuing reading through, with these select materials and this book, they said, do not read this until you're in a perfect circle with the 11 other members, and you are being chosen to be one of 144 members, including Isa herself, to take part in this ritual that is supposed to get rid of the gods and devils that have created chaos in this world that has become. She goes along the lines of being thankful that she can be of use. And she is also told of a location in the middle of a forest that is supposed to be where they're going. This forest is supposed to be very near the center of the world, and it is mentioned to have a lot of magical attraction at this place. This place, along with the other 11 locations that the other groups are going to, are supposed to be very magically attuned. And then one last entry in the book says she has known that this is going to be the last entry. And she found out that her body is a material, that she is sacrificing herself to help the world become a better place. And
So
she
she
says, thank you.
discovers it's her last entry.
Yes. And she says, thank you. And to anyone reading this, I hope I've created a better life for you. But you do get a location in the middle of a forest, the very center of the world.
When you say the center, you mean like equator or like?
You kind of get the idea it's going to be equator.
But like, is the world round? Like, do I know that?
You believe so.
So like, center would be just the equator, right?
Probably.
Because I don't know where.
She said it's going to be a forest.
So if I look at the map, it could be probably here or here,
Possibly.
if I know that much.
Now this takes you up until about sunset, or sunrise, I mean. You pretty much just go on a rampant, and
Oh, for sure.
you never get her name, though. But based on what you remember, you might be able to get more information if you can find out where she is, or what happened exactly.
Right, because I know I could read the pillar. So
Mhm.
if I,
And she does mention it's in the middle of a forest.
right.
And pretty much what you can consider the middle of the world that is magically attuned. All right. So, as you go into this bathroom,
Yeah.
or
Is it big enough to summon a horse in?
barely, you do hear definitely knocking outside as you have your horse basically crawl through this earth.
I mean, if
through this
it's like
plain.
very tight corner, like very tight, I mean, it's just a zombie. I'm not worried about him. I can like open the door, like move him out of the way, like move to a room.
There's enough room in here for the horse to stand.
Okay. I'm gonna pop the horse in and then immediately go ethereal.
Okay.
And then I'm going to leave the bar.
Yep.
And I mean, I guess I'll
In the
land,
ethereal plane.
and then I'll land on the roof, going back material, and I want to try to gauge where the dragon guy is.
Are you out of ethereal, right?
Yes, I'm not.
Make a perception check.
That is a 20 dirty.
Dirty 20. You, after sitting there for 10 minutes, you
Yeah.
finally get a glimpse of him in the distance.
Okay. I mean, will I be able to close in on him within the hour?
Possibly. You want to try?
I'm gonna take off. I mean, it's my
Just
only.
go straight towards him.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna like take off in the material, and I'm just gonna fly straight towards him.
Okay. As you're flying towards him,
Action dash.
you're in the
all
ethereal
that
or the
stuff.
material?
Material.
As you're sitting there in the.
Oh, wait, before I do that, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Totally forgot a whole thing. In the bathroom, I want to leave. So I switched over my packed ring from being Ruby's ring to my Pillar's ring.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Ruby ring off.
Yep.
I'm going to place it like, is there like a sink, or like a barrel, or is there like a countertop that I can
There's a
possibly-
little small table.
Actually, here, I got a better idea. I'm going to take the bag of holding.
Mhm.
I'm going to take it off my hip so they can still have everything inside. I'm going to take Ruby's ring, and I'm going to, the strings that are holding the bag of holding closed, I'm going to tie the ring onto the string.
Okay.
I'm going to take out a piece of parchment and I'm going to write a note, basically saying I've gone off to contact the pillars, and if I'm not back within 3 days, come look for me.
Okay.
Um,
Gone off to contact the pillars.
yes. I'm going to tell them this is the ring that Ruby gave me when we gained membership into our guild. Hopefully she won't be able to use it for malicious gains. What else should I say? Going off to get pillars. I'm doing this of my own free will, but I need answers. And I don't want to drag you into this.
So this ring is from Ruby.
Yes. This ring was given to us by Ruby when we became members of her guild. I'm doing this of my own free will, but I need answers. Edmund, take care of everyone. Stars blessings.
Okay. Doing on free will. Edmund, take care of everyone.
Yes. I'm doing it for free will. I need answers. Edmund, take care of everyone. Stars blessings.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna dash whatever I gotta do when we get up there. Once I get within
As-
50 feet,
Oh, you're not even gonna make it 50 feet. So, as you get where you can see the like actual shape of the human,
I want to keep my hands out, like letting him know, like I'm not a threat.
you see him immediately 90 straight towards you.
That's fine. I'm gonna pull up to stop. I'm gonna
Okay.
put my hands above my head, like, hey, we're clear.
He flies up right at you, stands up on the dragon. Why should I not kill you where you stand?
You honestly have no reason not to, but I'm here on simple terms, and I'm gonna show him the ring,
I know.
and I simply wish for some answers. Obviously, the person we had to dispatch to attain this ring didn't seem to be favored highly within your organization. Kapoor, I'm sure you know over. But we did not set out with the intention of stopping you or killing your people. She was a thorn in our side before we knew she was a pillar, and we meant no ill will towards your organization. We simply did it out of self-defense. We spoke with Gillen, who is now the second pillar, and gained more insight, and I would like to offer myself in terms of
I want answers, and I don't want this to be a malicious relationship. That's all I got.
Follow me.
Are
As
we
he
still
immediately,
flying?
as the dragon immediately flaps his wings,
Listen, you're
and
a
he
lot faster
drops
than me.
down,
Can I go? Can I ride with you? You're a lot
and he
faster.
takes straight off in the distance.
How much faster is he? Well,
He's
actually, no,
going-
like,
He's going at about 90 right now.
Oh, that's 90's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep up with him. I'm gonna like air gallop alongside him.
Like-
head down, we're air gallop.
Yep. You do so, and you see like a fire stream straight behind you, like smoke like a jet.
Yeah.
You following him?
Yeah.
He starts to go down, and it looks like a clearing.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay like on his back right, like kind of like coasting behind him.
Yep. So it takes you a couple hours since the middle of the night.
Yeah. I mean, I expected that.
As you get towards the ground, a tower comes out of the ground, large stone tower,
Mhm.
and he lands and walks in.
To the front door. Like
Yeah.
he lands in front of it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, should I dismiss?
Just walks in.
Okay, I'm gonna dismiss my horse, and I guess I'll walk in right behind him.
Yep.
I'm gonna stay like I
As-
want to stay close. I want to stay within 5 feet.
As you walk in, you see the other dragon just flap in the distance, and as you're shutting the door, you can hear rumbling
Yeah.
as almost the tower is
I expected that.
dispersing.
I'd like to make a mental note of where I am, but I know with it being a night, middle of the night, all that stuff, it's probably difficult. I want like a general direction, but that's about it.
We're ending there.
Oh, fuck you.
Okay, any
Thank
answers
you,
for
everyone.
anything?
We will see you next time.